Howdy! Today we're playing some Pokemon. If you're seeing this archived, well then you can actually watch these streams Friday to Monday at 7:15 p.m. Central Time. Wow! But yeah, we are going to be playing some Pokemon. We're going to be going for gyms and the such. This is archived if you see it, but otherwise live, like the people saying hello. Shall we go? Let's go and play the game that we have also been staring at by the balloons for quite a while. I also have to go back to being live because we actually haven't been apparently on here at all. Well, there was a better Daisy server where we don't die all the time. I would assume there would have been like a nicer, like, oh, you could pick your spawn and you could be like with your friends pretty easily. But like half of the struggle is just figuring out where in the hell you are in the universe. I don't know if I've had it right, Lou. I actually forgot where I was. Okay, so this is actually right at the beginning of the world again. This was higher up in the universe. Thanks to being able to parkour. We do need to go heal, but we also gotta go figure out where we need to be going, as we have only a handful of gyms left. There is this one that we'll be going to. I think this is a gym. Yes indeed. And then there's a couple of star bases, which honestly I don't know which ones we have left. We do, I think, have 2 left. That is one of them as well. I think we have 2 and 2, if I were honestly. 2 and 2. I think there's one more gym somewhere, or that might be the last one down there. That very much could be the last one. So we're getting close to endgame. It'd be pretty cool. What was the clip that happened? If anybody sees anything that they're like, oh, I want to try to use that outbreak, let me know. But otherwise, I think, should we finish? Let's ask. Do you want to? Should we do the star bases, or should we go do the last gym? Because I think that's all we got left before we can, I guess, go into the crater. You were being chased by some actual people or some zombies?
Who's that Pokemon?
It's totally star-based. We're gonna go for the star bases, I think, as well. Hey! 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 I saw the based and I'm like, you know what, you're right. Let's go for star based. I understand what you're going for, but I think it's a cooler option saying based. It's based. Alright, shall we? Shall we? Alright, and I guess I should ask somebody else again mentioned it to me. And I want to know if it is worth the effort. I'm gonna have to ask in a bigger fashion than right now, but would people be genuinely interested? Super soothing. Be interested in a actual stream D&D? I don't know how that would work yet. Obviously, it will take a lot of work to do. And I'm almost sure everyone's going to say yes, but I genuinely want your genuine opinion. It will take a stupid amount of work, if I so choose to do it. Not everyone can be part of it, which extra makes it harder, and I know yep. You volunteer, I volunteer as tribute! Yeah, it will make, yeah, it's some of the issue is how I want to do it. I could ask Cable a little bit. Thank you for the clip, by the way. It's kind of a mixture of different things that are on the table. I'll let you know, basically anybody who's in D&D would want to be part of it, which is so way bigger than I could actually have as a single session of how I would want people to be able to present their content in a bunch of different stuff. And Mark is like, no. Does this guy want to fight? No. Understandable. I don't care how, I will DM, I will be player, I will be the bard. Because I know genuinely a lot of people, I could also ask Ira, a lot of people want to be part of this in some sort of capacity if it does happen. whether or not they actually be as a player or whatever. So it's a difficult thoughts to have to go into it. In just generality, I would definitely be, I think, in honesty, the DM. I do like, after having now a bunch of experience in it. I'm actually going to try to kill this. Oh, somebody wants my butt. Let's just actually, I don't even know what the terrestrial is, so I'm just gonna have to go for it. What is that thing down there? That is also the thing too, is how serious to make it and blah 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 blah. I know, I literally know that pretty much everyone here would be willing to come and play in the D&D session. I don't think it would be the struggle of finding people to play. It's the struggle of figuring out how to get as many people as possible who want to play. I think is kind of some of the struggle that I have contemplated. If that makes any sense. No. That's there. Also, I will get you primate. I think I just have, if I wanted this primate, which I do, I'm obviously catching this primate. Wonderful. Can get this to its next evolution. Not too hard from my understanding. I just have to use Rage Fist or something like that. I already have one of them. I'm gonna name it, I don't know if I've already named one this one, so I'm just gonna go with Goku. I'm gonna punch a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's also the thing too, is where I would place them and stuff too. DMing isn't so bad, you basically do that when you play board games. See, you would, I do agree in like the rules aspect of everything, but it's also coming up with a bunch of different stuff as the content. And I mean, you could technically, I don't know why I'm jumping back up here, I could just fly. You could technically just follow a module, I think is what they're called. So I could technically do it that way too. Yeah, it would that's also another thing to think about too. Honestly, whatever the first one would be, if it happens, would probably be a one-shot, just to try to see how the vibe goes and everything. Just cause I don't know how the flavor life would be and how it'll do on stream, and all that stuff. The one shot? Is that what you're referencing, Lace? I've said a lot, so I wasn't sure if that's what the good idea was. Juice box to start. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, too, what's nice about Juice box can do a lot of different voices. Axes? Oh, one shot. Yeah, one shot, agreed. Much support, well, thank you. I thank you. Maybe I'll try one shot. It will take a lot of stuff that I want to do for it. Anyway. I think, and this was a warning, but I don't think it affects anybody who's currently here that wants to say so, or play. Absolutely. They would have to have a decent mic, because that is half of the enjoyment for anybody else who's purposely listening, is actually to not have a poo-poo trash mic. And I don't think that's an issue for anybody here. I'm just saying that is a requirement. I'm going to temporarily put away Evolved Poop. I'm sorry, Evolved Poop. Always remember. And then I got to change your position, and I got to start fisting. You did come back for D&D. I'm casually talking about as in a casual curiosity. I am not! Of whether or not I should put in the effort of figuring out like a D&D thing for stream. No, okay, catch. You're definitely not the one I was referencing. I don't think I was referencing anyone in particular. I should say Pokecatch. By the way, it's more of as in a generality. if you have a shitty mic, you will be turned down. Just cause like, it's not just for me. Am I doing terror raids? Occasionally I have been. I haven't been like seeking them out exclusively right now, Logan. But I have been doing them. I'm attempting. I don't know why I'm killing with this. I need to use a very particular Rage Fist is what I actually need to use. I am kind of working on evolving this, and I'm going to be doing some star bases and other things today. When we'll probably walk past stuff and get distracted as well. It's you. It's definitely you. It's your shitty AirPod mics. I'm sorry. It's all your fault. You're absolutely the one I'm referencing. I didn't want to tell you, but I'm glad you understand. It's just, no, I'm just kidding, obviously. You pulled your hair on accident somehow while stitching into your cross stitch. Ow! Ow! Also, I caught the Yama. Wow. Yeah, definitely not your quality mic that I think you asked me what I use and you got, right?
Roger, roger.
Oh, thank you. Roger, roger, indeed. Roger, roger. Your voice filter. Oh. My entire character is just a voice filter. I'd be like, ah. Ah. Bum, ba-dum. Woo. The Mickey Mouse impression. That's exactly what I want. Honestly, whatever the one shot would probably be more of a silly-ish kind of one anyway, because that's, I mean, like, a good one shot, personal opinion of you lovely D&Ders, is that it should be kind of fun and goofy and not necessarily have to be super serious. It can be, but it definitely is like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. It's a ghost. I only saw it as poison jab, because I'm not intelligent. I killed it. So I need to not fight normals. Now I know. Normies out of here. No normies allowed. Whoop. No, I missed. Yeah, whatever character people would bring to this, once again, can't guarantee anybody in positions, so I'm just leaving it vague. It would be a non-serious for the first one. So if you're burning your character you've always wanted to play, that would be a bad idea. That would be a bad idea. To bring a character that you're like, yes, this is the one I've always wanted to play and bring into anything that I've ever wanted to do. And then you're like, cry every time. Where Oddly says, I have an idea for one shot where some highwaymen talk about their fine looking corpse hole. There's context that I want out of that. I forgot I left myself up here. Not intentionally, I should mention. There was just stuff happening during the mod yesterday that I didn't want to cover. And, oh, hi, Glaceon. Does anyone in Pokemon need a Glaceon who's playing it? Because I can try to catch it instead of killing it. If somebody really wants this Glaceon. Yeah, Finch. That did nothing. Good job, Goku. So proud. The Glaceon is one of the cuter ones. I absolutely agree. I really like the style. Apparently, there's a rumor that there's gonna be a new Eevee evolution, sometime starting with the anime. Oh God, I got long! So long! Yeah! So long! So long! I killed Glaceon! I was too long!
Kiryu-chan!
That was long. I gotta go get my my stuff back up, but I'll be long for a while. Gotta go eat, go enjoy the food. I gotta go get some heals. The voice clip. Oh, the Kiru channel, yes. Thank you very much, Ramrod. I really appreciate you. Thank you for going for the long man. It's one of my favorite alerts out there in this universe, so I appreciate you. I'm back to normal. It's so good. Am I long forever? No, not forever. Not forever, as you can see now. Cheers, thank you for the water. No, thank you. It is easily my favorite one. If you haven't ever seen the Japanese commercial of Long Man, you are missing out, by the way. I know there are some out there who have not been blessed by such views, but you should. You should. It's a longer one. I purposely make like the donation-y ones longer because I want them to be worth what you are being oh so nice to me about. I wonder if I could watch it on stream. I could probably watch it on stream. People would be interested into it. I could totally do it real quick. Boom. It was a Zora. That does make sense. I was like, wait, I can't hit normal, can I? Oh, Zora will fight me. I need to burn out through all my stuff. Pionch. I'll probably show like at least a second of it. Does Rage Fish get some damage? That was the new Tauros. The looks anyway. This was Zorak, I guess, being in disguise. Thanks, Marku, for scaring me with the hello. Good job. So proud. I don't think I've even kind of Zora. Yep. I could try to find one. An actual Tauros. I don't think I can hit it. I think it might actually be dark. It might be a dark type, which does that means I can hit it. Oh, it's a fighting type. Thank you. Wait, no, it can't. Wait, then I couldn't have hit this. What? Ow. What is it? Can't remember what its type is. So Rage Fist gets stronger and stronger, I guess, as if you just can use it all. Thank you. Miss, oh, well, no, actually, this is perfect. Miss Magnus can get a nice old ghost punch in the face. Relatively supercharged-ish one? I should really read what Rage Fist does. Currently, we're trying to get this to evolve, because I've heard it's a really cool evolution. So we're trying to aim for it. We just have to clear out the rest of its PP. Excuse me for my foul language. You're not lost at all, are you? Don't tell me. You actually wanted to come out here? Why are you out here? We're getting cross-stitched. You've been able to share in here because there are eyes and ears of a certain friend of mine. Could have been spoiled. That's a good idea. Don't never spoil a nice project that you're working on. I would love. I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing it. You have such talented work. You've been blessed by Long Man. Yes. Now you know its power. Now you know. It's so good. I don't know where it went. Did it bounce up? I think so. Let's poison jab it. It's so long. I think I'll show a little bit of on stream here in a second. Owie! Will it bounce in the air? Punch! Punch! Are you gonna die or are you gonna bounce? Amnesia? Your defense rose higher. Oh no. Ghost type can hit fighting. Fighting cannot hit ghost. I didn't know that. Yeah, cheering guy. I don't think I hit that last one. I could probably hit this one now, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you, Marku. You're being so kind right now, Marku. No. I didn't know that, so that does explain what. That's kind of weird. So normal is the only one that has the resistance. Okay. Or not the resistance, the immunity. A little different. Alright, so I gotta, I think, do one more. I have to heal its PP and then go get it one more time, one more punch. I think it's the only one I missed. And then it will evolve. And I'm very curious what it'll evolve into. I don't think I'm even keeping this on my team, because I don't need anybody else right now, but it's worth doing. As much as it is like, ugh. The Rage Fist is kind of nice. I like it. I like it. Alright. Damn, he turned the right way. I was like, you're gonna follow me, right? He like that tapping on the shoulder trick. Didn't fall for it. Didn't fall for it. I'm gonna go for 2 if it survives, and then I'll probably just kill it. I think is the plan. Is poison effective against grass? It kinda, I guess, makes sense. I didn't really know that. Yeah, isn't this apparently the worst typage in the entire game? Why didn't something happen? I'm not sure what 111 is supposed to do off the top of my head. Oh, Sonic.exe. I hate you so much! How did that happen? How did that even happen? How was it so delayed? Oh my god. I thought it was broken. I was like, I don't remember turning it off, but sure. Wow. Well, I was understanding that I had to use Rage Fist 20 times to evolve it, but it seems to not be the case. Holy balls! What the absolute what is that? Why did that happen? That's not cool. Stop it! I just want to punch. Dark Rock. Is Dark Rock not a good type? Snow warning. I guess maybe I missed a Rage Fist? I don't know. I think it's Rage Fist. I'm not crazy, right? I'm gonna look this up real quick. Right, okay, so I think, done it right. I may just not have done it right. I'm trying not to look what it looks like, but I'm trying to figure out why is not working. That's Rage Fist, right? Check summary. Maybe it's now I just have to get to enough for the next level. That would make sense too. That would make sense too. Which means let's go find a trainer. Chi-chan's boyfriend is getting shafted in those commercials. It's so true. Did you watch them all, by the way, or do you know if you watched? Did not know if you watched them all. It really was so delayed, though, Mark. It was so delayed. It scared the shit out of me. I didn't expect to be a jump scared after, like, it would have been one thing to get jump scared, right? But then, like, it decided to, like, hold it. It hurt me. It hurt me. I want to see if I can find a trainer. That would be the easiest. My ankles. Oh, there might be a trainer over here. And there's no rent. An Azumarill. Ah! Pokecatch. That uniform. Do you see my uniform? Is you like my tight pants? They're so tight. Bonk. I had to kill the doggo on the ground. That's the only way. The only way to be sure. Alright, let's fight. Ha! Yeah, that uniform looks well good on you too. I think it'll look good on me too. Are you trying to highway robber me? Excuse me. Excuse me. Also, all those sneasels just judging me in the background. Oh god, this thing I cannot actually. I'll brick break your face. That worked out so well, thanks. Anyone who else is playing this or has played this game, which I don't know if there's many actually in here. Have you been using the terrestrialization? Because I kind of refuse to use it. It's just not for me. It's not something that I personally enjoy. Just the time that it takes to do it, and just it's just not for me. Like I could use it right now and just become big, but I may as well use it. It's super effective. You have been using it a little bit, okay. I have since kind of like the very beginning. I'm just checking it out. I haven't done them at all. I guess I should probably have switched for Reva. On Titan, I think that is probably the last time I had used one. And then it doesn't seem to do enough for me to warrant it, so I just kind of went like, boop. To up your super effectiveness is big brain. It's big brain. Icy wind. But because it's the wind. That's so crazy. That makes life so like kind of OP. Big smart. Exactly. Big smart. Alright, backpacker Michael, who have fallen into disgrace. Is that a no? Alright, evolution? Yay! What is it gonna look like? It died. That's God. It looks so sad. But kind of cool, but also sad. Oh, shackles broke on one of its hands and then it was breaking on the other one. That's kind of cool. Goku hasn't slept in weeks. The Rage Monkey Pokemon. When its anger rose beyond critical point, this Pokemon gained the power that is unfettered by the limits of its physical body. So it didn't die, or maybe it did. It was so angry it died. It's kind of cool. Maybe it's a Street Fighter reference. Wants to learn Shadow Punch. Sure, buddy. You can get rid of Encore. I kind of want to keep him on my team. What did I swap him for? Poop? I have so much Ghost on my team. I can't. It would be such a bad idea. Cause like I genuinely have what it will be 3 Ghosts on my team. Otherwise, and I mean, don't get me wrong, kind of cool, but at the same time, it's not a smart choice. Ghost is, yeah, it definitely, I mean, has some aspects that are not bad about it. But if like I mean, not that I probably will find anything that will like outright just be a ghost killing squad, enough that like will completely wipe me. It's probably still not a good idea to usually have a bunch of ghosts. Yeah, at times. It's very, like, niche bad. Because there are, like, like, 1 or 2 things that could completely, like, counter me. And then that would... Alright, I didn't want you. I wanted your dad, who has, like, the eyes that he's been staring open into the universe. I wanted Obama! Obama? Obama, did you die? Oh, hello, Obama. Are you angry that I scared your child? Fine, I will attack you from the middle. Oh, I forgot evolved poops right in the front. That's probably fine. Sure. Struggle bug. Oh, you are a higher level than I expected you to be. Once again, didn't catch Obama. Sorry, Obama. That has not been the first Or probably last time I'll have done that. I am sorry. I don't know. Grass is what killed it? Of the things, it's grass and then grass and ice. Which of the things was bug strong against? Is it grass? Oh, is it because you can technically, like, bugs eat grass? Is that the logic behind it? It might be. I've defeated 0. Eat my butt. Thank you. Or don't. Alright, everybody has some strength. And let's get onto the town where I guess we'll go bully this star. Oh, it's not even just a town, it's just a star base, that's right. That combination of Golduck and the Flamingo confused me. There should be, I'm not saying all the time, because without the combinations it would be kind of crazy. But I actually have the fusions would be pretty cool. Ooh, Vaporeon. Wait, there's like 2 Vaporeons down here. There's so many Vaporeon. Vaporeon, I don't remember if I need you. So I'm going to change my position. Come to the water. Oh god, I mean... Ah! The Golduck wants my butt. That count? Awesome! I caught the Vaporeon off guard as it was trying to flee for its life. I have caught you, which does not mean that, you know what? Let's try to catch it. And see if I can maybe catch it, and then I'll just put it in the out there in the universe to see if somebody wants it. Ah, Tyler, it's nice seeing you. That's going pretty good. I haven't made a lot of progress other than I just evolved Primeape, which was a very strange looking Seth, but I did like it. It was a cool Pokemon. I just got that done. I'm gonna make a nice, inspirational, wholesome. Yeah, we're just gonna go for wholesome and then trade this out in the universe and somebody will get a nice Vaporeon. Primeape is amazing. I actually would keep that Pokemon on my team. Annihilate, I think is what it's called. On my team, if the fact that I didn't already have 2 other ghost types. Having 2 is probably the borderline for me of having any more. Because then it gets to like that point where I'll die. And I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But it looks so cool. I love him. I love him. Alright, where did this Vaporeon go? Wholesome. Perfect. Trade it. Throw it down in the universe. I would love to save my progress. Someone's gonna have this nice Vaporeon. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, a Vaporeon. And then I'll be like, yup. Didn't expect baby trash, right? Wait, do I still need a Sunflower? I might still need a Sunflower. Trade has been completed. Perfect. I'm gonna try to quick ball. What's your team gonna look like, Tyler? Boom, 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 boom. Yes, I did still need one. I thought so. I killed the last one. So this is a message to you, Sunflower. If you don't get in the ball, I tend to accidentally kill the Pokemon I don't immediately catch. It listened. Wonderful. Currently going through your own run of Violet, but with Generation 1 Pokemon. See, that sounds so fun. Had you already done... Oh, already a run? That kind of sounds like this isn't your first run then. In the daytime, it rushes about in a hectic manner, but it comes to a complete stop when the sun sets. Yep. I'm gonna go for a basic Sunny. Growlithe, Psyduck, Diglett, Jigglypuff, Venonat, and Pikachu. That sounds like such a fun combo. And if it wasn't for like when I first started this run, that I was pretty much like, I can't have any Pokemon that I've never had before. So essentially, it was easiest to have a lot of the new Pokemon. At the moment, I have all the new Pokemon. For a while, I had Hoppip and then Jumpuff. I had never really used them, but now I've only been using Pokemon that have just never been around for me. Always lose to Elite Four. Oh, are you doing a Nuzlocke then as well? Oh lord. Alright, let's Poke Portal. Poke Portal. See what we got out of here. Surprise trade. What do we got in here? Literally every single time. Oh. No, you make, so is that how you're doing your Nuzlocke? Is like you can only catch older Pokemon? Gumi. Which I actually think I may have needed, to be honest. I did, actually. Most of the Gumi's body is water. A membrane covers the whole Pokemon to prevent it from shriveling up in dry weather. So, like, cause how have you been picking it for this game? Cause obviously there's not like set routes, like there has been in the past. Gen 9 Pokemon, but this time you wanted to do more challenging. Okay. This is like, there are, zones more so. This is just kind of like the first thing you see in a general area. I don't know if I have anything extra to yeet out. Oh, that's right. This was a Japanese one. That was pretty cool. I don't think I have anything else to trade right now. Yeah, okay. It's not loaded now. I catch, but this time isn't a Nuzlocke. Okay. I understand now. Alright, shall we go beat up the Starbase, teach him what's what? Oh, apparently close enough to trigger it.
Dumpy. Oh, Operation Starfall's going well, don't you say? Only 2 bosses left now. This whole experience has been quite eye-opening, to say the least. I'm glad I could take part. But I'm curious, Stumpy, what do you think of Cassiopeia?
They're a bag of riddles? I mean, kinda, yeah. They're mysterious. I would say just mysterious, but that's about it.
Is that so? Personally, I don't think Cassiopeia feels any hate or resentment towards Team Star. No, there's some other reason behind Operation Starfall. But what could it be?
I didn't even say hate or resentment. And before you get to Elite Four, you get your team to 100. Yo, that takes so much grinding, Tyler.
Well, I'd best be back to keeping watch. Call for me if you decide to take on the base, okay?
I'm not gonna call you. I'm just gonna go. Thanks, man. Thanks for the proximity warning. I will go. Before I do that, I'm just going to casually, run into a Hoppip. That's definitely what I intended to do. I was gonna go for that tower raid. Oh, and also possibly help out this lady find a way to never be in this location. Oh, the lucky egg. I think I do have one lucky egg, so yeah, definitely. That would be very, very helpful. Maybe working at the Pokemon Center near here would be more fun than your current job. What is your current job? Just standing out here? The office worker? I mean, it's pretty. As much as it can be, anyway. Oh, you're a fighting type, so I'm going to give you the nice kiss. A nice little draining kiss. You survived. Acupuncture? Why is that range yourself? Currently just healing up my team, but with that. My team, before you take on your first gym leader, which is Katie, the bug type. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I was like, which direction is that? That's that way. Yeah. What? So you don't have to get to level 100 to face it. It's just for once you get to Elite Four, right? And also a Pidgeot Poke Catch. I want to try. I think I'll just go for a Great Ball. I think I'll go there. She's giving me soft clamps. Thanks for the soft claps. So inspirational. Oh, it's a dragon. Hello, dragon. I have no clue what that is. It's 4, so I could probably do it. We're gonna do it with the code. I can do it probably with the AI. So if anybody wants to come in, go for it. Yeah. If you feel like joining, I'm gonna just chill for a second. Hi, X-Ops! If you feel like wanting to try to get whatever the heck this is. I don't know. I don't know what even I think Laurentis is, so this will be useful for me. Whatever it is. Yeah, only once you have all 8 badges, and then you get to 100. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. That makes some sense. If you are interested in joining, could you say something in chat so I know you are planning to join? Otherwise, I will just probably just start.
Welcome to the community of Needle People, Spartan.
Thanks, Tyler. Thank you very much. Bum, 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 bam, bam. If you aren't going to say anything in chat, I'll probably start hearing it very shortly. Appreciate it, Tyler. All right, shall we get up and going? That way we can give it all the smooches it wants. And we'll see how things go. I don't know what a Laurentis is. You don't have the online capability? Does it require Nintendo Online? I wasn't even sure about that. I just kind of have it. I wasn't really sure if that actually required it or not. That would make sense, as one really unfortunate as that would be. What is this Pokemon? I think I've seen this one before. I'm not actually 100% sure, but I think I've seen this thing before. I don't really know, so I'm just going to give it a nice kiss. It's gonna take a minute. Is it grass? Otherwise, I genuinely don't know. I don't know if I've seen this thing before. If it's from black and white generation, then I definitely haven't. Cause I didn't play black and white at all. It's paralyzing seems to be doing quite a lot for us. You looked up and it's grass, okay. It won't hurt me, fortunately, much. I don't have a very strong fairy move other than kisses. Looks like an X and Y. I was wondering if it might be an X and Y. I almost don't remember anything about X and Y though. I did play it. Can't remember for the life of me which one I had though. It's real unfortunate that I don't remember. This might be one of those situations where I don't think I'm I think I have steel on this. I can't remember what Pink Squad has. I will just keep giving it kisses. I have plenty of time. Oh, you can clear yourself of all that. Wow. We got plenty of time. I'm not necessarily. I should have something physical when I don't. Yeah. See, I was wondering if terraforming would. I could definitely try, but I think it's steel. Sure, we'll just go for that. Why not? Let's Gigaton Hammer. May as well. I'm pretty confident I have a steel on it. I do. Okay. The rare opportunity that I go into Terra. For me, I don't much like Terra just because it takes forever, but... However, in this case... Smash? Smash. Wow. Now give you kisses to finish off the universe. I wonder if leftovers is a detrimental thing to have in these situations. Because Because I was just thinking about that. What if it causes is it causing the timer to go down a little bit? I think it is. So it makes the round a little bit longer. I didn't think about it like that. That's interesting. Goodbye! Gotta get on hammer! Overkill, honestly. But hey, I have this Pokemon that I don't believe I've ever had. Oh, it's the little mantis, like, small thing. I don't remember it having that pants, though. So here we go. And animations cannot be turned off in this game, from what I understand. For whatever reason. Yeah, if you faint, the timer does go down. Yeah, a lot of people aren't happy about the fact that you can turn off animations in this one. Why does it have like jester pants? What the heck is this name? Tyler, do you want to name this Pokemon, by the way? The Bloom Sickle Pokemon. By masquerading as a bug Pokemon, it lowers the guard of actual bug Pokemon lured in by the scent of sweet flowers. Its sickles bring them down. Oh my, it's a killer. Name it Clover. I love that name. Good choice. Clover. Perfect. Thank you for the suggestion. Cool. Coolio. You could honestly go right into the back ends of the Starbase and they would never know. There are so many of those flowers. So many. Oh, I just ran into another one. Oh look, there's a Wug Trio. It's so weird seeing Wug Trios. Just casually out and about. Do I have you? I did. I was like, I don't recognize this thing. A Pinchin! Hello, Pinchin. I'm gonna try if you would grace me with your loveliness or quick ball. That'd be very nice of you. Listen, Animal Crossing Orchid Mantis is worth solid money. I gotta sell it. Also, Pinchin, thank you very much for getting the ball. Oddly, do you want to name this one? A spiky little ball. Sea urchin Pokemon. This Pokemon generates electricity when it digests food. It uses its 5 hard teeth to scrape seaweed off surfaces and eat it. Spiky ballsy. I hope there's enough. I think there should be. Spiky. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I want to have to go with the Z on the end there. Perfect. I love it. Hello, Ethan. I wasn't sure if you were still awake, honestly. It does not have an evolution. Good to know. Oh my gosh, all the flowers joined. Now the real question, whether or not you are all capable of being murdered. I don't think any of you is shiny, but, oops, sorry. Kill this one. This one in particular, please. Wonderful, now I don't care. They're all like, yeah, let's be like cute and be nature. And then humanity rolls up, be like, hello, you will die now. Hello? Are you still fighting? You were. You were trying to kill that flower, was trying to run. You were out drinking and you're gonna do an all-nighter? Oh no, why you hate? I would threaten all life on the planet for that flower Pokemon. What happens? Is that the story about the fallen warrior one? Is that right? Yeah, isn't it funny? It goes, and Same. I replicate it. I'm currently playing solo. I'm not going in voice chat, but if you'd like to just vibe and run around, you can absolutely if you'd like. Ethan, do you want to name the gastronaut? They normally inhabit rocky seashores, but in times of continuous rain, they can sometimes be found in mountains far from the sea. Well, the sea slug.
Hey,
Bryce!
there's a raid, there's a raid, ooh,
Wow! Wow! Little green boy! Hello! Bryce, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic today. Perfect name. Perfect. Duh? A little green bow. I like it. I like it. Well, let's quickly do this with the loveliness. Pokemon's going great. We just got a new Pokemon and filling in the decks. Slowly getting into the dream of possibly getting the shiny charm, I think is what it's called. Someday, maybe. We'll see. You were playing God of War Ragnarok, and a convenient one. Yeah, she's fast and low. Bryce's like favorite ever. You were just playing. I don't know if this is Ragnarok or not, but you were playing God of War. Hello, Martin. Hello. By the way, before we get too far, if you want to be a follower on the channel, you get these lovely avatars on the bottom of the screen. Then you can tippity tap in the chatty to participate in this battle royale. So let's fight in honor of Bryce. That was definitely Ragnarok. Okay, I haven't actually played it. I haven't played any God of War, even the old or the new reboot. I guess is technically it. But let's go for a battle royale. Your friend made a doc for you to beat a friend of yours. Oh, to get all the Pokemon. That's right, we kind of talked about it a little bit. It's like a master, and if you can get all these Pokemon, you should be in theory good. It's gonna be difficult, but I believe in you. Also, you may not be able to hang out in the, I mean you could, but you'd probably be fending for your life in the area that I'm currently in. Since you have beaten the game now. I don't know what I'm talking about anyway. You grind the heck out of this game. Yeah, if you'd like to join. It's not necessarily a multiplayer night, but I'll let you come in. Get some murder on. Oh, it's cool. You're not made your ass here. MILF Tank would normally. Definitely normally, babe, but it's not going to be a situation that looks like it was almost for Ethan, but Scrubby took it at the end. Wow. Congratulations. By the way, if you'd like to change your avatar at all, you can type in ! avatar space and then a Gen 1 to 5 Pokemon. I'm cool with you hanging out. Well, I'm about to do Starbase, but if you want to just kind of vibe and hang out, I'm cool with it. You... the hell are you? Ah! A kilo rattle. Are your other ones like, what is, oh god, I've never learned. Kilo is 1,000. So what, 100? What is a Centa? So Senmuriel? Well, Senwaterel? I'm cool with it. I know you've been really wanting to play for some peeps. I will try Torch Sun and hopefully it doesn't kill it. Okay, gotcha, Tyler. I'll praise you, sure. I'll praise you. Alright, I'll let you get all booted up and I'm gonna go do this Starbase then. A Vullaby. A Pokecatch if you like a Vullaby. I ran into a flower. It did a spin, and now it's going to be spinly dying. Forever and ever and ever. Goodbye, flower. I don't know your full story. I think oddly may have told me, but I'm unsure. You are going to die regardless. I don't remember your story. And thus you will die for your sins of being a creature in my way. Goodbye. Your floweriness will no longer be part of this universe, as I have killed you. And I am sorry. Ah. Oh, it's a Sylveon. It's cool. Let's go. Was it completely forgettable? No comment. I do kind of remember what story you're talking about. There was like a guy who was cursed or something, and like his Pokemon had died during the war or something like that. Something like that. Fun fact, I think that is the only other bird Pokemon that is electric flying. I do think that's really cool. Can you just bring me over to wherever I'm supposed to be? Thanks, team. I don't think anybody cares. You could also, I guess, put in Pokemon on Discord and just put it in brackets or whatever. If people, there's the chance that people would care. It is older, and technically you'd have to have a ROM to play it. Back up, kid! You can't just casually waltz over and you're one of us stars that run the joint. If you want in, ring the bell over by the entrance and storm the base like a decent person. Well, you should just be prepared for anybody that would come in at any time. What if I was, had some malice intent, like not completely devastating your entire population? That would be crazy talk. Crazy talk.
I will return later when it is time for the young master's piano lesson. Until then, please give him my regards.
Yes, Mr. Harrington.
Oh. And who might you be, young man? A friend of the young master, perhaps?
Young master?
Oh, I see. Since you seem unaware, I must inform you that this is the base of Team Star's ferry crew and the Rubak squad led by the Master Otegra.
Mr. Harrington, I don't think we're supposed to be giving out that information.
No, then please accept my apologies. Do you have any idea as to who this young man might be?
He's no friend of ours. You know, I think he might be here to try and take us on.
Oh, understood. In that case, I take it you're an adversary of the young master.
Sure, I guess that follows.
Oh, is that so? Well, then that leaves me with one last thing to ask you.
Huh?
Would you be so kind as indulge me in a quick battle?
Sure.
Splendid. Let us begin.
By the way, Grimm, I recommend that once you have all 5 abilities for your legendary Pokemon you ride on, go back to the house of the main character because there is a TM on top of the house. Ooh, that sounds pretty. Okay, I might actually go do that. All right, after this then. Come on, Harrington, let's go. I question your stash choice, but you know, other than that, you do you, buddy. All right, let's just fire blast him. Let's just fire blast him. He avoided the attack. You avoided me with your angstiness, I know it. Oh, being dark type, or sorry, ghost type. Not super helpful in this instance. Come on, fire blast. Yeah, it didn't really have to be super effective to absolutely annihilate your small body. It's a little weird to describe it necessarily in that fashion, but I mean, it's true. Switch Pokemon, please. Let's go for some... Sure. Half of those moves I don't think will do anything, but it doesn't hurt to have yet. Come on, Frieza. Your claws. So adorable. Hat rim. Crunch is super? Is it because you're partially psychic? You poor creature. I didn't mean to have to absolutely devastate you, but it is the way of the universe. I should not have him as one of the things that I have to kill, because fairy types will hurt him quite a lot.
An outstanding performance, however. Be aware that the young Master Otequa's battle power prowess far surpasses my paltry skills. You would do well to take care.
All those P's, did you hear them?
Oh, now, if you excuse me.
Hasta la vista.
Such a weird phrase.
That gentleman guy used to be the director of the academy, I think. At least that's what I heard. Now he's like tutoring the boss or something. He shows up here sometimes to take the boss into his lessons. Hang on, why am I explaining this to you? There's no doubting you're here to make some trouble, so I gotta go let everybody else know. Hasta la vista!
I just think it's weird. Although I would like the hand ability to just be like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, hello.
I see the guard has been dealt with. Good job. That base belongs to Team Star's ferry crew, the Rubak Squad. Their boss, Otegra, is the mechanic of the team. He may be the youngest of the bosses, but his battle skills are no joke. Underestimate him and things will go south for you quickly. He's also a real lead from the back type. He gets his grunts to do all the dirty work for him. But his weak point is his short fuse. Get him good and angry and he'll march out into the front lines to deal with you himself. In terms of tactics, there's nothing else for him but to take down the lackeys he sends your way. Just tough it out until Tegra shows up and go from here. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to wipe out Rubak Squad off the map. Rookback?
Rockback? Rookback? I'm not really sure. I'm so good at pronouncing. Okay, sounds good, Ethan. Would you like to be part of the world that is about to have one less starbase? Would you like to wait until afterwards? I will leave that up to you. I do not have a preference. I don't know if you can join for me killing the starbase, but I'll up to. I'm gonna go heal real quick. Ow. Okay, we'll do that right after then. I'm gonna go get a heal. Switch up who's in the front. Change position. Actually, it might not be too bad. Let's go with that squad. Get some evolved poop. I can't believe they allowed poop to be. Don't get me wrong. It's a poop Pokemon. But it still seems so strange. Like, who lets me just have a name of a Pokemon be called evolved poop? Why can't I be Dumpy? So many questions. So little time. Man, that was actually a pretty ominous looking Khalil that I just turned the corner and was like, hello. Oh god, hello. Shall we defeat the base? I guess I could also casually see if there's any shinies, but I didn't think there is. Hey, Mila! Ah! Your secret flower army! There's so many flowers over here. There's so many. Where's the bell? Did I lose the bell? Bell? Bell. There's the bell. Saved by the bell? No, I'm dead by the bell. Bang! Let the round begin. Oh, what's up? You're following.
Oh, God.
Code Red! Operation Starfall alert! Everyone get into position and defend the boss with all you got! And rest assured, Intruder will deal with you without the boss's help. Unless you manage to beat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes, that's it! Good luck!
I don't know how that voice sounds. I genuinely hope it's good. Just realized that Moonstone, all you need is the Firestone and Thunderstone to evolve the other two members you have left. Ooh. That's not bad at all. Why are they flying? What? Am I... supposed to not be confused in this situation? Were they always supposed to be flying? Come on, guys, go. I don't know why my bumper wasn't, or my right bumper's not working, but. Thanks, Tame. You do, yo. Oh, you're building Mimikyus. I mean, sure, but also rude. Hello, bigger flowers. I would like my Pokemon to help me, please. My bumper seems to disagree with them. Well, I'm trying to think what team you still have left at. Wait, Growlithe does need a Firestone, doesn't it? What was your Thunderstone? Pikachu. That. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess you do need the stones to evolve them. The nice thing is you don't have to worry about like the moves, like just when you're supposed to have those moves, you're supposed to have those moves. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a cool Tauros, so I think you're doing the right call. Is that the evolution of that? I just found out. It's like a wiener dog. That's so cute that it has to die. It's adorable. Oh, the leg. Save yourself. Why is it so leggy? Fend for yourself. Go, hot Dr. Pepper. Fight for your honor. Oh, that would be very nice of you. Finish him off. That would be very nice of you, Ethan. Tyler, if you see the option, you totally could take up on it. All up to you. Hello. I didn't realize that the Jigglypuff in this universe floated. No, I know. Now I know. Our defenses have been breached. It's all up to the boss now. It's gonna be a sudden vehicle. Well, that looks pretty good though. Pink. Pink and in charge. Probably the best looking of the vehicles that I've seen. I don't think Ethan was there for it. It's the unfortunate part of it. Hash, you're dumpy, okay. Talk about underwhelming. I was expecting someone I don't know, a little more beefed up. Ah, whatever. I don't care who you are. Not like I'm gonna lose to you anyway. If you think fairy types are all about cuteness, then you're a nasty surprise. Oh, that glove. Oh, you have a what? Oh gosh, I forget what that ball is. It's not the timer ball. I don't think that. No, the timer ball is different. Oh, he's gonna hit me with this stick. I promise to play nice, so don't blame me when the battle sends you blubbering back home. Well, let's flip turn. Makes life easier. Goodbye. That'll be so nice for later. But we may not even have to worry about later when Tink Squad comes in here.
Excellent, excellent. Yes. Fulfill your destiny and kill them all. Yes.
You ask a good question. There is a vehicle, or a Pokemon. Oopsie, outmatched. Did you not realize how matched you are? If you want to give up, I understand. This Pokemon, there's like a small engine, and I guess it eventually becomes this gigantic engine. Not sure when in between, but it does, I guess. It survived. Guess I'll have to give it kisses. I also don't know how you can get paint jumps on your vehicles either, but it's pretty cool. It's the Diesel. You give a Pokemon Diesel and instantly like going, oh! Piku. I don't know if I even said that right. Probably wrong, but Pokecatch. Definitely from Sun and Moon era. Definitely a Sun and Moon Pokemon. A Wigglytuff. Nah. I'm cool. Let's stay. Let's give one more tasty gravity drop of a Gigaton Hammer. I'm enjoying the music too. They gotta go with the rack. You like it better than gym battle music? I like that it's also just already happening. Because the gym battle music unfortunately doesn't happen to the very end. And then you just don't get to enjoy the hype as much. Das Bun! What a funny name for that Pokemon that's absolutely about to die. Imagine walking through Arceus and you just see this Carmon walking around. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one for sure. Can't use it twice in a row. Well, alright, I guess I'll give it a skitter schmack. Oh, bork bork. Thanks for barking at me, fam. I didn't think it was gonna be, but I wasn't sure. That would be funny, but I wonder, I don't know enough about this particular vehicle if it wasn't like some sort of ghost that haunted into the, into an existing engine and was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. I like it. No one got buku. I keep butchering it and I am apologizing to anybody who actually knows how to pronounce it. And RIP. I know. Always remember those moments where we try to catch it. Right, X-Ups? Right. What the heck? Why is my team on the ropes? That's not fair. It's not fair. A misty field. Wow. I don't think I can use this right now. Yep. Checks out. Let's give it a nice kiss to let it know that I care. It is a fairy type, but then I can smash it. Like, comment, and subscribe. A steel roller. Ow! Also, it might be also steel type, so it may not even close to matter. I'm unsure. But for once, in case that it's not also steel type, but I think it is. I guess not, because I'm gonna go for a Gigaton Hammer Terrestrialization. F in chat for the cool vehicle. Always remember how you used to be a vehicle that you could stand the test of time. And then you couldn't. Because you're about to die. A death that you weren't ready for. Goodbye, Starmobile. Goodbye. You lived? I was almost positive that it wasn't gonna do anything healthy. Ah, rip, I hate having to do the restarting the phone. It does happen though. Welcome back, glad you came back. I tried a Gigaton Hammer, I even went for like the, I'm using my Gigaton Hammer, I was feeling cool, and now I just have to give it kisses. Isn't that kind of weird? Like the axe looks like it's just going right into the Tinkaton's head, just die! The Tink Squad is not having a good time with that axe in its head. Oh no. One more time, this one, the actual finale. I didn't use it to do it twice in a row, I thought. Didn't I give it kisses? Did I miss my kisses? Because I'm confused? That could have been it. I may have missed my kisses. That does explain my lower health. I just wanted to give it kisses, but here we are, not being able to give a good kiss. Aw, goodbye 69, I'll always remember you. Alright, this time, actually, the finale. Don't be confused. The axe in your head is not important. Dang it, axe in the head. The magical torque does sound cool. If you could actually hit me. Alright, now for actuals. The final hit! The coolest part of it all! Yay! There we go. Somehow survives again. I'll be like, no! Added Tauros. Ooh, okay, I like it. I mean, that does give you a lot more options. I think, and for moves wise and stuff too. Goodbye, Pikachu. I always remember you. Ah, how could I lose? What the heck? Calm down, Nintendo. You don't have to use heck at me. About a year and a half ago. These stories have been so weird, because, like, you can get them at any point, technically. I mean, like, if you pick which ones you're going for. Ah, what the heck? Your toy car didn't budge an inch, huh? I told you it's not a toy. It's called a Starmobile, and I was up building, all night building it. No, it's clearly, the problem's clearly that you're not giving it enough juice. That you're designing this thing to be powered by 2 chalk debt. This thing's too heavy. Ah, it's a real shame. I wanted to see the looks of our bullies' faces once we got it moving. I'm sorry, I really thought I could get it to work. Oh, come on, good fellow. 'Tis no occasion for the melancholy. Why, to make such a remarkable contraption by thy own hand, genius thy name is Ortega. Well, yeah, well, there's no point if it doesn't work, is there? If only I knew that all that effort would have been zero output, I'd just have asked Mother to buy a car for us. You see, that is why people don't take you seriously. You say some stupid things, you know that. What?
Better not cool it, would you?
Yeah, how about no? I mean, why do we even put in this code for crying out loud? When we started Team Star, we swore to quit relying on our parents for bags of cash to fix our problems for us. Or did you forget? Oh, damn. If that hunk of junk doesn't move, get it moving. If we're short on juice, just gotta crank up the power somehow. Doesn't take a genius, man. That's easy enough to say, Melanie. Do you have an actual plan? I forgot how she works. Yep, and I'm just gonna train up my child cadet to have them evolve. Their boosted firepower will get the Starmobile. No sweat. No worries. Totally understand. Get those dishes done. Run the reminder orb. Orb? Orb. Herb. 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 I never reading the name right. Hold up. But at the hour of Operation Stars and I at hand, will you succeed in time? Oh, I'll get it done. Bye. Really? Wait! Alright. You know, Mela shoots her mouth off an awful lot. But she means well. I know. God, this sucks. Lyrock and Torpex are entry damage setups. Felicity is for scouting and tanking, and Garchomp is my sweet, the Sandstorm and Sword Dance setup. Ooh, the long game strategy. That makes sense. I hope you get it. I will definitely get you on the other side, though. Once you're done with the dishes. This sucks. I hate myself for losing, but I can't get over how awesome you were in that battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down, and I'm going against our code. Could make me a traitor to the team. God, fine. Not like I have any choice anyway, so take the badge already. You better not treat it with any... You better treat it with the respect it deserves. I can read. I swear, officer. They're so weird, badges. I'm glad for a nice, fit handshake. And I'm not done yet. Here's my favorite TM2. Not like I care. Here, feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. Dazzling Gleam. Wow. See, I see that smile on your face. You liked being beaten by my powerful Pokemon. Yeah, you know it. Are we just gonna stare at each other? What's happening? Guys? Oh, I had to press A again for some reason. And you, just so you know, you are the worst. Like, the most annoying person ever. Are you blushing? I see that blush. But I get it. You're super strong. I'll admit that much. You even busted up my Starmobile. You're gonna try playing on your phone again? What did you mean by old, by the way? Oh, young Master Ortega. Master Harrington? I guess it's time for my piano lesson, huh? As it happens, I lost my boss title, so I'm all good to head home.
Actually, it's a different matter brought me. There's someone I would like you to meet. He's a distant acquaintance of mine.
The name's Clive. Oh, okay. What's your business here?
I want you to tell me something. You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to the major apparel company. So why not join a group like Team Star?
What kind of question to ask somebody you've just met? Well, my answer is the same as always, of everyone else in the team. That's because I was being bullied.
So, if the academy really did used to have an issue with bullying.
Who would have guessed, right? The school is all rainbows and butterflies these days. And the bullies from back then don't even go to the academy anymore.
Why? What happened to them? As a former director of the academy, I believe I am best positioned to answer the question.
Mr. Harrington.
About 18 months ago, the members of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them, and an altercation broke out between the groups. Though it did not escalate into a major incident, the altercation nonetheless caused a scandal of unknown proportions. As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetrated the bullying dropped out of the academy, one after another.
But there aren't any records anywhere in the academy.
No, I would imagine not. My former deputy deleted all the records of the incident, you see.
What? Why would anyone do that?
Just as I was puzzling over the best way to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident, a student came to see me. The student declared that they would take all responsibility for the team's actions.
It was the leader, right? It was definitely the leader. The way you said randomly, those are weird badges, made me laugh so loud. I'm glad, Tyler, I'm glad. You have your controller this time. I still don't know what you mean by orb. Why are you trying to confuse me with orb?
In exchange, they requested that I exonerate the other students of Team Star by any blame.
Huh? No one told me that.
I accepted the request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then, I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the student who took responsibility for the team.
A year and a half of study abroad.
This was not intended as a punishment, you understand. Team Star were victims, after all. I wanted this student to make some time to rest, so I had them return home to the Gallo region under the pretext of overseas study. Around the time, however, the former deputy director took upon himself to erase all traces of the accident from the academy's record service. It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame.
So he tried to cover up the whole thing? That's terrible!
After we discovered what he had done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course. But my ability, myself, and the rest of the teaching staff to prevent this terrible act also represented a grave blunder on our part. I accepted the blame that lay at my feet and resigned from my position as director. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in their notices.
So that's why all the current teachers were brought in a year and a half ago.
I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. You have my sincere apologies.
Hey now, Mr. Harrington, how come you suddenly decided to talk about this now?
Young Master Ortega, Team Star cannot carry on its current fashion. I merely wish to give you a chance to charter a better course. Well, there's no way I'm abandoning...
Well, there's no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them. Not after they've come this far.
Your friends in Team Star must have had a great deal to you.
Isn't that obvious? It's cause you know, they're my greatest treasure in the whole world.
Also, Tokatek, Pokeketch. None of these get resolved until I kill every single one of them. With happiness. And laughter. And a Cassiopeia call. That's what we need. Right, Cassiopeia? Row-to-toe-to-toe-to-toe.
Debbie, it's me. I take that Ortega handed his Team Star badge over to you. Nod, as you can see me. I see. With this boss no longer around, the Rogueback squad is as good as finished. Even Ortega. I'm sorry. We're almost out of time now. Just one boss left. This operation's been a huge success thanks to you, Dumpy. Clive has also performed admirably as your support. I remember him saying that you're our acquaintances. Have you known each other long?
Previously? Sure, for a while now.
Well, he's clearly a reliable friend. He almost reminds me of the gang back in the day.
Back in the day.
As you know, Team Star was formed by a group of students who are being bullied at school.
Is it zooming in the phone?
Shortly after forming the team, these students, none other than the squad bosses themselves, confronted the bullies head-on. The outcome was a resounding victory for Team Star, though you could hardly call it a contest. The bullies didn't even put up a fight. They all bolted from battle the first time they got. Scared spitless of the Team Star, their bullies then dropped out of the school, one after another. The Team Star ended up the villains in the story. But that's neither here or there. Forget I mentioned it. Now about your reward. I will transfer some LP over to your phone, as promised.
I have so much LP. And I got some more TMB stuff.
Be good at those TMs. They should help you take down the last remaining boss. My supply unit will be coming along soon and give you a bonus reward.
Thanks, Dame. Let me see your cute backpack. I'm here. Lace, it's your favorite character. It might not be your favorite, but it is. Stay here in your Pokeball for once, will you? Lick. Ah! I knew. And now sleepy after licking. Wow, Team Star went through a lot, huh? They just wanted the bullies to go away, but then they became the bad guys in everyone's eyes. What a joke. The students, the teachers, they all messed up so much. If even just one of them had been paying attention when everyone was getting bullied, they'd have been able to tell right away that Team Star wasn't the one in the wrong. But I guess the big boss was the one who urged everyone to face their bullies despite knowing how messed up the academy was. What a massive idiot, creating Team Star just hoping their plan would miraculously work out. You really think so? I'm sure of it. Well, here's your reward. I got the materials. The next boss is the very last one. We're counting on you, Dumpy. Bye. Have a good one. You lost the game. Was it holding a little better though? Not as rough as it was trying to do. I should try what you had to go through, because I think it would be kind of interesting. You ready? Good to go? All right. That was perfect timing, honestly. Good job. That was actually, I just finished up that little bit of slice. Now you can get the code. If anybody else who would like to join, I'm not doing talkies today, but if you'd like to join, feel free to. Feel free to jump in. Get your tee-hee ha-has out there in the universe. It's Ethan! Ethan! Let's see. Just double checking birthdays. Birthdays? Alright. Excellent. That's fair. That is fair, Skidoo. I would not want you to get them murdered. An absolute murder death. Technically, you could still join my world if you'd like. And you could stay in your areas, because it doesn't really affect if you stay in your area that you're already in. All up to you. because you don't necessarily have to follow. But you can. You did poorly again today, but I think it may just be because you're rusty trying to play a Halo Infinite with a controller. That's probably it. I mean, you've gotten so used to PC now, right? And that would be really hard, honestly, if you got so used to PC. I hope, in a lot of ways, as much as I've played a lot of PC these days, I wouldn't want to ever lose my abilities with the controller, because I feel like I'm actually still really good. 5, 4. Say something in chat, by the way, if you want to join. 3, 2, 1. And no problem, Screw. I understand. The stitching, so you can show off your project once you give to friend. I was surrounded by so many. Just Halo Infinite? Do you think you could do Overwatch with it? I know that's been your other big one. Oh, spin! Where the heck did we end up? Dizzy. Dizzy life, dizzy life. Let's get some heals. I actually don't know where I ended up going now. I think this is the Painter Town, if I were to guess where we are right now. But I don't know. I haven't checked. It's your guard jump. It looks so cool. And that's very nice. Oh, it does a Naruto dash? Where? I like it. Wait, why don't I go here? I need the other thing. Turfield from Galor region. Wow. I don't know what that is. Also, look, there's the Mouse Pokemon. Oh, this was the Artisan. Okay. It might be the one that I actually remember. The Path of Legends. I could technically do that now, but I'll probably save it for next time. Let's go for this next starbase. I just set as my destination. Make my way downtown. Might be a second, but let's do it. Whoa. Ah, yeah, XP candy. Candies, not anyway. Ride. Wonderful. Oh, I was actually supposed to go back home at some point. Tyler suggested. Sure, let's fly. We'll fly. We'll do a little bit of flying. We're gonna go home first. Jump on top of our roof. How do we go home? Is this home? My home. Go home and then jump on the roof. That's a fun team. Decide against the Tauros then? Oh, there is a team up here. Sunny day! Da 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 da! Sunny day. Nothing's gonna get in my way. I didn't realize how close it was onto the line right here. I don't think I had come back since. Alright, I definitely should try to transport. Ethan, you ready to transport? We're gonna be, otherwise it will take forever. I'm gonna go to, I think, the Techno City. Is that the closest that I have? Unless I have this. Wait, where is it again? I do have up here. Oh, I wanted to explore up here anyway. Yeah. Let's go up here. Ah, I see. You didn't want to kind of bend the rules. That's fair. Enjoy the shower, Lace. I love showers. I just like... I just love anything water related. Like, just get me in the water. Anytime, any part of the day. Just yosh. Yosh. I was just looking at autos. I do have one of them now. Splash Mountain. That is water related. I have not been. It is a roller coaster. I don't think I would hate it. Or is it technically, is it a roller coaster? It might have a different definition. Officially. I like that you can just zoom and I'm just like, I'll walk. You do not like Splash Mountain? That's fair though. It's a nice little pretty area. Do 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 do. I think you have a really sweet team now. I think this is gonna be the winning team now. A repeat ball for if I want to decide to keep catching a bunch of the same sandwiches. You don't say. Give me some sandwiches or you die.
Apparently this one Earl thought up sandwiches because he wanted to be able to eat while keeping a hand free to play games.
The Earl of Sandwich? Is that what we decided to randomly bring up, Victoria the student? Thanks, Victoria the student. That's not true at all. I figured it was bug. Or grass. One on two. Doesn't really matter. I know, I'm confused. Because the steel Elite Four. Yeah, I think you gotta unlock that for sure. You have a way to get past it this time. Nailed it. Didn't get hurt at all either. Like a pro. So what didn't you like about Splash Mountain? Just because it's a water red? Boop. You made up the sandwich because of this dessert mage. A dessert mage? What? I guess, are you battling back over there? Is that what that is? I guess battling isn't really a game. Seems I can put it off one-handed. Desert. That does make more sense. I was reading too many extra S's in there. Yep. Still, what? A mage? A dessert mage. I want this power. Where can I learn this power? A sandwich? I have died and have ascended. I have died and I have ascended. Wonderful. Wonderful joke. So amazing. And beautiful. Simply every fashion of the word. You have set me up so well that I have ascended into another life. No. You know what? You know what, Lex? I think this is what you deserve. I think this is what you deserve, Lex. Yeah, here you go. I know it feels good. It feels good to get 1,000 points for that. Yep. You did so well. That is a perfect thing to do with your points too. Oh, so good. Hi, no word, by the way. Didn't even recognize you, didn't say anything. Enjoy some points. Enjoy those beautiful joke points, Tyler. I like how Hydro Pump didn't do anything in this. I mean, I know how to counter you. I could give you nice kisses. Enjoy your shower, Lace. Absolutely, yep. Enjoy your shower. You don't see anything. Have a good one. I hope you enjoy it. It's very nice. It doesn't affect Think Squad because too much fun. Son of a bye. Wow. Wow. Oh, kisses. Such a good joke. I can't believe the universe. I just didn't realize that it was a sandwich joke. There's a Vaporeon under the water. That's pretty cool. Where are you? Oh, there's Rotini over there. Wow. It seems you failed to take flight. Whoops. Whoops, all cringe. I think I already have a Vaporeon. Oh, Golduck. Look at all these trainers. There's a Golduck. There's a Super Potion. I see a Dratini. Dratinis are so cute. I honestly wish they would come up with a different evolution from Dragonair. I don't know if anybody else would agree. But I would love if there was a different evolution. Like, Dragonair is awesome as well. Dratini's great. Dragonair's like, not for me, dog. Not for me. Don't feel like, did that thing just Super Saiyan go up? What's that? Alright, I gotta go up now. Climb. Climb with me, Ethan. We ascend. You're being attacked by Golducks. Did you get attacked? Run. They really wanted that booty. I found a coin. Did you live? You did it! Yeah! Wait, can you do a teabag? Kinda. It's not the greatest, but dun. Oh, get our stretches in. We always do it only on the right leg, though. Alright, I gotta get to the other tower. Yeah! Nope. Alright, where's the ladder? I assume one of them has to have the box of love up in here. Hello. There's one. Hello, Mirage. How are you doing? Welcome. We're just kind of getting closer to a Team Star base while also doing a little bit of exploration and killing this box. It needs to die. Existing? That is like so respectful. Respectful for existing. I also totally understand that. That's fair. Oh, what Pokemon do I want? Shall I smash? I smash. I get that, existing. I hope it feels a little bit better than just existing, but you know. 'Tis the way of the universe sometimes. I'm falling. Woo. It probably would be angry for being smashed very, very hard. Where did you go, Ethan? Bonk. Ah, hello. La 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 la. I would like this. Oh, I cannot grab. My own running is incompetent. Cannot do it. Oh my gosh. I'm so jealous of that. Now, I guess I gotta ask you. Are you going to evolve the Dratini? I assume to Dragonair, but are you going to go for the Dragonite? Because I would go to Dragonair, but I would refuse Dragonite. You're going to not evolve at all? Pink Small Drago, that's the way to do it, honestly. That is the way to do it. Because I don't like the shiny of Dragonite at all. But GG, good job in getting all the decks. Do a link trade. I need to catch a random Pokemon that I don't need. Golduck. I'll do a link trade, but I need to catch a random Pokemon so I can trade you. Here comes Quick Ball, sure. We actually, since we're in the same lobby, we don't actually need to do a code if you don't want to. Since we're in the same one, we actually have the blessing of not having to worry about it. I guess I'm going to have to give a little bit of a kiss. Just so it understands. Oh, it does not care about my kisses.
Welcome to the community of Neil.
Oh, Mirage, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Welcome. I guess I could try a repeat ball. I was just complaining about these balls. Repeat! Kelsey! I was wondering when you show up for a Pokemon stream. These are like your favorite. Oh, wow. Easy. Beautiful. You have an angry gold duck now, of which I shall name a Mirage. You're packing. Are you moving? Or packing to go on a cool trip? That I had no clue you were going on a cool trip? Mirage. Mirage. Named after our new lovely follower, Mirage. Thank you very much. We're going here. You're doing a ton of world building earlier? Like D&D wise or something else? Duck. Okay, how to do a trade. Link trade. I don't know, I probably won't have to. If you just want to have no code set, it should technically work, by the way. So I'm just gonna not have it, because there won't be anybody else we can trade with, because we're together. Together. Perfect. Pokemon fan region. That sounds so cool. How are you doing it? If you don't mind me asking. Unless you want to keep it close to the chest. Then I understand. That sounds awesome. Kelsey, why are you packing? You didn't. There was two things I said at the same time. It was vacation and moving. So which one of those was it? I assume probably not moving, but that would be pretty hype. That's a gabble. Are you vacationing and then wherever you're vacationing, moving to it? Big brain. Never come back. Oh, I need to press some more buttons. It's high level. Thank you so much for the gabble. Ooh, it's a post-apocalypse? That's so cool. 500 years post-canon region. That sounds awesome. Do you have lore about how it got into apocalyptic? I'm like all about lore. Like I love lore stuff. So that sounds really cool. Like I'm like, silly as it might sound, I got like a little bit of shivers of that idea. I do like it. I do like it. Look at level 60. That should be so easy to evolve. So thank you. It's implied nuclear war. Cool. That's cool. Okay. Thank you so much, Ethan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boom, 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 boom. I should probably see what Tinkerton can actually have as moves. Because I feel like I do not have the right moves on you. But more radiation mostly faded away by now. That's cool. I love that. Like, I'm 100% about it. Oops. Change moves. Remember moves. What do we got in here? We actually, is there even a physical fairy move out there? No, it doesn't really look like it. At least not that I have. Well, who play rough is. Let's forget Skittersmack. Wow. Previous civilization collapsed. New Pokemon evolved to fill in new niches. Currently have several new evolutions. Several. Ooh. That sounds so cool. Boop. Max Ether. Max Ether. It's a Flareon. I have a Flareon. I don't know. Hello. Can I stare at you? Ah! I was trying to inhale oxygen at the same time it spooked me. It was rude of you, Flareon. Rude of you. I figured he wasn't gonna listen to me. Lava plume is bad for steel types. Ouch. Thanks for the hit. I could try to go for it. It might not be worth it. Yeah, I already have it. I was just gonna catch it to give it to trade to somebody. Boom, boom, boom. What's in here? I don't need you. Okay, so Quartzion, a rock type, Galvion, a steel type. I love those. What are you doing, Ethan? Help! Help! You've fallen off into the abyss of the universe! Mismion. I think I'm saying it right. Poison type, Fanceon, the ghost type, and Avion, the flying type. Do you have any like picture workups of these yet, or is this all cool typages and names you got them? Glaive like the weapon. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, okay. Glavion. That's cool. It's not on you, by the way. I should definitely not undersell my inability to read it. I'm very bad at it. About to get yourself a hunter from an NPC oh yes, that's a good idea. I found a pinchern really high up in the map, so I assume there hopefully is one closer. That's really cool. I really like your ideas, Mirage. I'm curious, so there's a current rumor, if those haven't heard, that they're going to be showing off a new Eevee here soon. In the new anime, once Ash is no longer with us. FM chat. Normal gem was used up. All that for nothing. If you ever do, Mirage, I would love to see it. Thank you, Kelsey. It's gonna hurt, honestly. However they say goodbye to him. If it's anything how I imagine it to be, like bye-bye Butterfree. Oh. Kill me. Kill me now. I will not live in a world without the pain. You just caught one on the sand. Oh, nice. It's time to get Gengar. That's cool. I will not be ready for that, right? Really? Okay. Well, what do you have an idea as the professor's like look? How dare I bring up that thought process? I'm sorry. It's not very easy to block out the pain and suffering thoughts. I definitely, because there's not a simulcast for that. It'll be really, really interesting trying to see it live. Hi. Recently found hi Ethan. Recently found out you can hold back while climbing ladders. Really? Hold B. Huh, okay. He's kind of tired, a bit scruffy. I love that. That makes sense for the apocalypse. Found out that Kelsey's real first name was Kelsion, and it was one of the new Eevee evolutions. Yeah. So the rumor I've heard, I don't think I finished my own thought. Ash is supposed to be, it's a rumor, so not supposed, not so very accurate. Is the rumored to be the, of the new main, main characters, the father of the new main characters, is the rumor that I've heard. And I've been kind of like all about that idea, so I don't know. Oh, was there a gimme ghoul up there? I'll never know. It's too late for me. So I can climb up ladders even faster? Go further beyond? He's a descendant of Hop? That's such a cool idea, Mirage. That's really cool. RP, not Hop, but Berry, RP Berry. Roped and Torn is a Pokemon card. I've heard rumors too. Chair and Pokecatch. I should probably also state, that if you don't know what the Pokecatch stuff is, if you are on Twitch a lot, you may have seen this a handful of times. RAP Gudra. It's just a thing that a bunch of different people have on their channel that are a fan of Pokemon, that you can just type in !Pokestart, and it keeps wide of your account, Twitch wide, and you catch a bunch of Pokemon while just chilling in people's chats, and you have a starter Pokemon if you type in !Pokestart. It's real cool. It's a real nice little thing to do and participate in. I like it. Also nice building that Pokemon. Your headcanon is that Hop and Leon are descendants of Celeon and Laventon. Ginkgo looks more like Hop. That icy stare and steel blue eyes that Celeon has. Ooh, that's cool. That'll be cool. That's a nice choice. Do a little spin. Just to really flex on him. I feel like so many of the other colors are more vibrant on the Pokemon, so like when I've seen the Pokemon in the past, I'm like, oh, that looks shiny or different, and it's not. You're like, oh, copium. Hello, rock. Hey, Kelsey caught the tram. He's tired, but a very kind soul. And that's probably like a rarity in the apocalypse. I see another chest. I will defeat you, chest. Worth it? That makes sense. I do need to open up the chest. See, Nintendo didn't have the guts, or Game Freak didn't have the guts to make a scary mimic Pokemon, so they just put a little ghoul in a chest. It dies. Ooh, 70. There's a way to check how many coin I got, right? Oh, there's one right there. What a champion. Dun, 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 dun. You caught your first chest and you encountered. Pretty proud of yourself. Hey, GG. Now, apparently you need 999 of these. Thank you, Kelsey, for the reminder to save. I do not have him over here. How do I find how many coin I have? Well, your secrets. Nice, Tyler. Let's go. His lab is a mildly radioactive part of the region where a small ruined city is still mostly intact. Ooh. That's cool. I roll like that. I got some other things, whatever these are. Fastball. Oh. Oh. I've got 246 though. Where? They didn't ruin it with the Everstone. I didn't know about that until somebody told me about it. I was like, why would they do that? Why would they put an Everstone on the, like a Haunter? Just like as a trade. Oh, that's so cruel. Arielu. Do I have one? I do. Hello, hello. Damn you for turning. What does a bottle cap do? Well, if you're playing Fallout. Yeah, it's Ivy. Yep. Right up. Really. It's full of toxic fungi whose spores would kill him in hours after leaving. Oh my god. That sounds like such a cool concept. I love all your lore building. I'm all here for it. Yeah, I think you can handle little Kias. He in fact couldn't. He could not handle a little kiss. I always remember you. Oh, Tears of the Firefly? I actually haven't seen that one yet, but I think I know which one you're talking about. I have been actually working on my Ghibli films No. Okay, which one then? There's still a chance I haven't seen it then. This is the first legit hunter trade in Pokemon you actually feel that actually evolved from an NPC. Is it actually? It's kind of cool. Valley of the Wind. Nausicaa Valley of the Wind. Okay. Not one I've seen. What is this? Hell. What is up with like these basalt pillars? You get like right on top of it. Nice. What's up with the basalt pillars? Is something like crash over here? Hello. Hi, Ethan. It's a pretty wreck. It's like obsidian a little bit. I think I'd really enjoy it. I really like a lot of anime, so. A lot of ones that people recommend me I've enjoyed. Bonk. What is this? Yep. Sure, let's do it. Silo buff? Silo? I don't say anything now. Was it the die? Is it that? Because you remember in older games where there was NPC with a hunter was holding a Everstone, yeah. The cruel fates of the universe. Who in Game Freak was ever do that? I accidentally backed out. Oh, we're gonna catch a family! Wow. Let's catch a family. I should probably, what is that? Is that? Oh, you guys can't see that symbol. I think it's fire. Or, steel, sorry. I will do this and I think I have not memorized the symbols yet. That's steel, right? Or is that poison? Steel or poison? Literally one out of two. I don't know. Hello, Bryce, welcome back. We figured out a few moves for Gale, Glavion, and Corsian. What are some of the ideas you get? I think these are correct. No one is saying anything, so let's go. Boop, 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 boop. Bye, Blaze. Enjoy your shower. I'm gonna kill and they're gonna fall. Poison looks like puddles of poison. That helps. That does help. I love staring into my eyes. Iron Whip, Steel Lash for a Steel Evolution, Shard Trap, and Crystal Spear. Crystal Spear sounds like such a cool typage. Do you need this, Kelsey? I actually don't need this if you need it yourself. Dum bum 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 dum bum bum. Oh yeah, I suppose because I have a 4 set. This is actually a little different. Yeah, I guess maybe 3 members are rare because I guess mine was a 4. Do you have a star player of me? Mime? 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 You trying to make me hate mimes again? Because I already still do. Mimes are my weakness. They are rare. How rare are they? Out of curiosity. Here's rare forms come. Okay. Don't you dare Mr. Mime me. I will fight you. There's no Mr. Mime in here, so I'm safe. It wants me to encore a Fire Blast? That seems strange, but sure. Here you go, buddy. It's kind of cute though, because it's like holding onto its like the parents' arms, like, please stop fighting! Stop it! Oh, you're gonna get dead! Ah! How's it alive? Mr. Mime Jr. is cute in a creepy way. Oh, mouse hold is used. It doesn't affect me. Sucker. It's cute. It's traumatic. Don't fight, please! Gets murdered. I can only use... Okay, well, either way, it died now. I'm sorry, Todd. It's still kind of cute. That's that way. See, now they're all tired. They just want love in the Pokeball. They'll never be seen again. Woo. I ruined your childhood. I'm sorry. Bryce, how dare you bring up the Mr. Knife? Out there. Out there. Are they... Is one of them wearing a shirt and one of them wearing the pants? How did I never see that? Is that even on the other ones? Quartzian looks like it's a crystalline and partially transparent. Ooh. Juicing caused by its fur being made of tiny crystal shards. That's cute. I need a name for this Pokemon. This variant of it. Oh. That's a cute version. I actually might have to go look at my other one. It does say family of 3. What is a family of 3? I should probably just look this up. See, like, famous family of 3. Yeah, okay. The Powerpuff Girls. Beautiful. Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey. I could do, okay, let's see. You really did. I really love your lore building. We could do Team Rocket. Yeah, because of Jesse, James, and Meowth. Rocket. I could do Team Rocket? Is that enough? Team, how much is Rocket? Yeah, no spaces. You could do Team Rocket. I believe. Could do Alvin and the Chipmunks. Team Rocket. Oh. For some reason I had not done my math right. Cool. Rocket. Yeah. I have for some reason not done my math right. To be fair, I was doing it in my head real quick. I was like, ugh. Good call, y'all. Team Rocket. That's cute. I'm gonna actually go look at my other ones real quick. Oh, you have a Salvage! That's cool. Thanks, team. Good job, everybody. Alright, let's go find my original group. Banky and the Brain, wherever they are. You could spend so long trying to organize this entire inventory and just be like, oh, there's my original. Oh, I bet you I could never see the shirt because they're like, they are. Okay. They do have a shirt and stuff. There's the family of 4 version. Binky and the Brian. That was cool. Good get. We got apparently a rare version of them, so we're automatically cooler. Do you think, Mirage, do you think you'll have any in-game, like, areas of lore to figure out, other than the implied nuclear devastation? Do you think you'll have, like, a moment, or, like, find stuff that, like, moments before the absolute end? You want to do a trade? You might need another Pokemon. Understandably, it's a real cool. Oh yeah, there's the theory, the Skinny's talking about, where a Cubone was actually hatched as a Charmander, that their parent, a Charizard, died, and the Charmander child was so depressed by the loss of their fire and their tail went out, they carried and wore the Dragon Skull. Yep, isn't that great? That's so good, isn't it? Like, fan theories is so healthy. It's so healthy. I will get you. A lucha. It came up with the theory that Cubone was a baby Kangaskhan wearing the skull of the mother. Oh, that's the other sad version. We just, you know, like to make pain and suffering happen. I mean, for those who watched Rugrats back in the day, which I don't know who all out there has watched it. Oh, nice, I got this. There's a really sad theory with that one. Really, Tyler? That's so cool. GG. Not original though, which is the unfortunate thing. You could have your shiny claws, which I have a shiny claws. That would be so cool. The Hawks. We're gonna go with Hawks. Reference to My Hero Academia. I have not seen actually. It's purple and black. That's cool. Ginkgo finds a lot of like the stuff before. Also, Pokeketch, I didn't see it. Finds a lot of the stuff before the war. All right, let's trade then. I might have to look up this shiny real quick while we're doing this link trade. Yep. Okay. That was so fast. So fast. Shiny Hawlucha. Hawlucha. Probably in box 8? I have no clue. Load faster, please, in box 9. Wonderful. Hawks, trade it. It's a Charmander! Sure, Tyler, what's up? Show me the emote. Oh my gosh, that is a really pretty shiny. So much cooler than the original. That's a nice get. Yeah, that's cool, Mirage. That's real cool. I like it. No, it was interrupted. I'll never have anything. That is such a cute emote. I love that, Tyler. I almost got the Charmander, and now it's gone forever. No one wanted to catch the wheezing was the secret meaning of what we understand now. Shaman is very cute.
Help! I'm being oppressed!
I don't know what happened to Ethan. Ethan is gone. Gone and being oppressed by something. Had I just not heard the music until just now? I think what was that about? I don't see you. I don't think we're still in with each other. Wait, what the hell happened down here? What is happening? So I have you. I need you. Yeah.
Fucking scared them. Babies! They're babies! Ah!
Yeah, Mirage. I love lore building too. That's really cool. Sounds like you have a good talent for it too. Ba-la-la-la. Since you have Diglett, that means you won't be able to get hit by a third gym, which is Electric type. Ooh, that's a big brain. This Pokemon's huge. How heavy is this? Not that heavy, actually. This Pokemon was brought to Paldea long ago by people from a faraway land. It's so strong they can easily pull an airplane. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna name it Cable. Too much time to think. Yeah, is that good or bad? Because it seems like you have a real talent for thinking. Well, that might not necessarily always be a good thing. Let me look for you just to make sure we figure out whether or not you're still here. I don't think so, Ethan. Depends. Yeah, one of those depends on the day thing. Let's save, since we got some more progress. Yeah. That was my first time. I assume that's from Sword and Shield. I guess I don't genuinely know if that's from Sword and Shield, but I think so. Cable of the copper kind. Yup. Yuppers. I guess the group dead.
Hey,
Hey, there's a raid, there's a raid, wow. How did that happen? We made a Pokemon that was named Cable, and Cable raided because we named a Pokemon Cable. Huh. Huh. You have summoned me, I had no clue. That was, you were talking exactly about Copper Cable. And now you're here. It's shocking. Hello, Brownie, by the way. If you don't know me, my name is Jake Grimm Progress. I need to put up this code temporarily so then Ethan can rejoin. Like anybody else who wants to just chill and vibe in my world, you can as well. It was shocking. So we just caught a Pokemon, a Coppershell. It's essentially a steel elephant, and we're like, and it said that it was strong enough to pull airplanes, and I was like, you know what? I think somebody that I know is pretty strong and cool, and I named it Cable. A copper elephant, yeah. A copper, yeah. So then it was like, you know, this is perfect. And Mirage has been world building in chat. It's true. You've been practicing toss a coin to the richer since you want to busk? Busk? I'm not familiar with that term. Also, it is a very good song, by the way. I absolutely agree. Absolutely. All right. So before we continue with the universe, I do want to thank you very much, Cable. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I just had to make it even more. I can't believe that was a raid. It was real good. It's a term for street farming. Okay. I had no clue. This is my lovely friend Cable, who I was already referencing before.
35, 72.
72. We'll never know. That was some math. If you don't want to play, you're totally fine, Ethan. I totally understand. All up to you. That's so cool. You sound very talented, Mirage. I had no clue of your pure talents. But hey, we also have a battle royale to do here, all thanks to the lovely Cable for raiding. I really appreciate it. So let's go and do a quick battle royale. You play 4 instruments. Magical. I love that. What are all the 4? Let's do a quick battle royale. We'll do it on this one. Let's go for a battle royale. All you gotta do is be a follower on the channel. And then you'll have your avatar on the screen. If you'd like to change it, you can type an exclamation mark avatar space and then a gen 1 to 5. Ethan, where are you going? Are you abandoning me? Yeah, if you just gotta go, that's too. I was just curious. 5-string banjo. Are there different versions of banjo? I don't know. Hop! Ukulele and mandolin. Such cool instruments. Very talented, Raj. Kelsey plays 4 instruments. She sleeps on the floor. She's like, the floor. It calls to me. It's like the Force from Star Wars, but it just calls. The strength of the floor. Also, 72 is how accurate you are with your my Jake prediction. That's good to know. Good to know. You're going to sweat the final stretch of the game to get 6 terrorites. Good luck. I understand. I do not have the strength that I can help you with, so I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for being with me for a little bit. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for almost getting the Charmander trade. Didn't quite work out, but still appreciate it. Mirage versus Tyler. It looks like Mirage wins. Congratulations. You saw an 8-string ukulele on Amazon. There's so many. Why is there so many? Excuse me, I would like to talk to the manager about how these battle royals are killing my hunter and is a fact who is a ghost. I mean, maybe you should just be dead harder so then you can't be killable. Is that how that works? Any ghosts can confirm in chat, thanks. Unsure. Are there any 6 stars in particular that you're trying to get, or is it just anything pretty much? Hello. Do I have your big engine, boy? I do. Get out of here. Whew. Almost got him. Ah, the materials. That's respectable. You want to try to get the shiny ear whatever? Hey, Mirage is just a pro. Gotta get all those health packs to stay alive. It's a strategy. We can try to get the Charmander another time. No rush on it. I hear that it's not even technically in the Pokedex, the one that I need anyway, so. I suppose for now I'm okay. There's the Discord, yeah. Also, perfect area if you'd like to keep sharing your cool world building too. And any stuff you may draw. There's a creative channel. I'll get Miranda, she's head of HR, she should be able to help. Or you might die, I don't know. The head of HR, that's beautiful. Oh, really? I don't know. Now I know. And knowing is half the battle, Cable. G.I. Joe. Oh! You guys mind if we do a quick, like, explanation thing? I totally forgot I was gonna do this earlier. I know there's some people in here who weren't familiar with Long Man, and I wanted to kind of educate some people. I have one of the alerts on my channel referencing Long Man, so some people didn't know what I was talking about earlier. So if you humor me for about a moment to figure out what Long Man is, I'll gladly show you. Apparently shinies are pretty rare. Depends on how many things you've done to encourage finding shinies, from what I understand. They're pretty rare though. Like, I think the base rate is 1,000 or 1 in 496. 4,996. It's a big ratio. I want to show Long Man. No one's saying no. So I want to show Long Man also temporarily. We're not gonna watch the full 6 minutes. Unless people are very intrigued, but for now, we're not gonna worry about it. You're watching? Perfect. Okay, so this is a Japanese commercial to give everybody a little bit of a hint of what the heck this is all about. It's advertising a certain product. They ended up making a storyline with this, so we'll show a little bit of them. It's very good. It's very good. I think it's hilarious. See? Let's go for it. Mirage, I will give you permissions here in a second. It's because the new people can't get permissions. It's very important. You see how long that is? It's so long. So this is a series of commercials. We may accidentally watch the full 6 minutes because it's absolutely hilarious. Look how long it is. It's very important. Look how long. I don't even know if they still sell about them. This commercial is amazing, right? It's a story of drama. It's like that midday television show thing. They touched hands. Oh my gosh, now they're gonna get preggers. Soap opera, yeah. That long man's gonna get in your head, and you're whenever you hear long, you're gonna be like, oh, long man. Okay, catch by the way. Hey, there's a raid, there's a raid, wow. Raid! Welcome to Long Man. Oh my god, it's caught in bed just eating the long. Welcome, Raid! Oh no!
待っててごめん。実は私もう長くないの。だから長いものを見ると安心できる。
No! Chichan! Hi, Raid. Welcome to the weird things. It's like they're having their own like campaign against campaign. How dare. Thank you, Tyler. Next time I will be. See, they got back together. It's totally fine. Everything's happy. Everything's so good. Look at the bunny. It's so long. Where did they get the long ears? They were going to propose. Oh no. Hi, Curb! Welcome to learning about an old Japanese commercial. She got the long stuck in her head. They got married! Wow! The long car? That's cute, Mirage. What's your kind of cat? What kind of cat do you have? Look how long! Oh, that's a bouquet I would want. Betraying at the wedding at the very end, already married. How dare you, Chi-chan? Gasper! It was always about him! It was always about him. Everything was always about him! See? Everything was always about him. All is revealed. Chi-chan got betrayed, but also was the betrayer. He wants to touch the long! And that's it. It's over. That was Long Man. For those who've never seen it, by the way. I ended up watching the whole thing. I love it. If anybody, I'm just gonna share the link with it, so y'all could have it. Now you understand my alert for Long Long Man. That twist is worth the wait. Absolutely. That's how you do commercials, right? Is you just set you up to get invested in the commercial. Just keep going with the plot, and you're like, I just need to see the next commercial. If I have to buy the stuff, I will do it. I'll do it. I'll touch the long. Hey, when that man comes up with a bouquet of that, I will touch the long. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tyler. There you go. I explained that. If anybody ever wants more explanations of my Reed alerts, there's one of them. We do have another battle royale in honor of Reed, who read it during the Long Long Man. I really appreciate it, Reed. Thank you for waiting for that loveliness. I just had to make sure we kept the momentum. It's so important to finish that off. It's so good. It's so good.
The Huntress and the Shape.
Thank you for the water cable. Thank you. There's so many short clips today. So strange. But hey, let's do a quick battle royale. If you didn't see this before, you do need to be a follower on the channel, but then you can tippity tap, and the chittity chattity participate in a battle royale, and the music is gone. It's all gone. Everything is gone. It's back. Maku with the bamboozlement. So let's go for a battle royale.
Tactical hoot incoming!
Nice. Yeah, Cable, I saw you weren't feeling the greatest. I hope you have been doing better. I've been watching a little bit of your Ghost Wire Tokyo. I kept wanting to say Ghost Run. I was like, no. That's not right. Oh, that's right. You were watching the sports game. I forgot that's what you were doing, Reed, today. How'd the game go? Look at all the particles. You want a bag of Long Long Man? I know you want it. I know that's what you secretly crave. Khajiit going down to Mirage. Congratulations. GG! Very close. Very close. All right, shall we get back to the game? Instead of hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, so good. Thank you again all for indulging me in the Long Long Man. I hope y'all really enjoyed learning about Long Long Man. Gotta get to work tonight, I understand. I'm glad you came for that, and I'm glad you got to watch it with us. It was so fun.
Surrender that AI!
Have a great night. You know that, Redeem. Good night, and good luck with work as well. It was so good at timing. It was like a magical timing. Oh, I've been squished! Hey, look, my background.
I will act like this. Welcome, kid. You just get casually mounted here like you're one of the stars. You run the joint. If you want to read the mail, my entrance is store limit like a decent person.
Damn, that is pretty far timing. A 2-hour car journey in 5 hours. Oh my god, why? 2-hour car journey? You're gonna have such a rough time. Colored beta does not. Oh, as in like the beta to actually the pre-version like of having the final version. I understand it now. My brain accelerated into a massive understanding. Oh, it's Bork Nugget. What a name. All right, you should have also permissions to post in creative now. I saw Kelsey's fusion. I hadn't seen it. I give you perms. Bo quotes. Bo. The old show. Should probably go get that thing. Cause I don't think I got the focus stuff yet. I don't know. I cannot remember. Do I have you? Don't think so. Oh god. Calm down. Oh. Oh, I don't. Well, okay, thanks for attacking me. Thank you for, it was so fun having you. It was so fun. I had a great time playing with you. So I'm glad you got to stop by and just kind of jump around and do some goofs and gaffs. Good night. Right, drive safe. 2 hours is gonna be rough, but I hope it's good. I hope it's a good time. Well, nailed it. Nailed it. It can see clearly through walls to track down its prey. Seek its lost young. What? I want to go for an X-ray. Get it? Just get rid of that and go for a capital. I'm awesome. It's perfect. It's a big brain. That's so cool. I love that. That's so cool, Mirage. I'm looking at it right now. If you want to see it, it's in the Discord as well. It's very, very, very cool. I got stuck just like looking at it. There's so much cool detail in it. I can see all the obstacles in its way. Nice. Can see you only now the rain is gone. I'm gonna kill. What is? Are you? Will I have you? I think so. Yeah, Bishop. Okay, he just looks strange to me. It's probably not the nicest thing. Oh, road to toe. I was wondering where my road to toe was. Oh.
I see you're almost at the 5th base. Hold up inside the Team Star's last remaining squad. You fought well to make it this far. Thank you, Dumpy.
Dumpy, Cassiopeia.
So you made it in as well, Clive.
Of course, this is the last base. I wouldn't want to miss out on the action.
Clive, I owe you my thanks. Your help has been invaluable to the operation. I'm sorry I was so wary of you at first.
Well, that's all water under the bridge. When we finish with this base, will that be the end of Operation Starfall then?
Not quite. We still need to handle Team Star's secret mastermind last of all.
Which is 100% Cassiopeia. I have no doubt in my head.
Do we have any leads on how to find them?
I'm hoping they'll come out and help it once all the squad bosses have stepped down.
I see.
We've done well so far. Only a few more steps left. Don't let me down, either of you.
Cassiopeia hung up. All right. Thanks to you, Dumpy, I've slowly but surely come to understand Team Star. I know what I need to do, and I know what my final decision will be. For that, I can't thank you enough. Take care of that base, Master Dumpy. Sorry for getting all polite there. Don't know what came over me.
Okay, bye, not the director. Oh,
dude, look at that fungus. It's big. It's big. It's spicy. It's big. It's spicy.
I would like to catch you. Don't look at me, I'm stealthy. Nope, didn't work. My favorite! Rock! Let me catch you, and then you can worry about reporting your failure over to your kids. I knew you were gonna get in the well. And Grain, it's a good thing I haven't done you any damage. Probably tanky, right? Like tanky enough that a Gigaton hammer won't kill you, right? Rage powder? The hell's that? Poster work in progress. Ooh. And Tempest. That's so cute. I love that. That's really cool, Raj. Thank you for sharing all the work you've been doing. Welcome back, Blaze. How was the things? Nice. And they weren't too hard. There's like one area that had a bunch of fire stones. How'd that happen, Blaze? Was it just too relaxing? You're like, oh, blah, 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 and you're like, wait a second. That's not how I'm supposed to take a bath? No! Be wary of the poisonous spores it releases. Mushrooms resembling Among Us caps will grow out of almost anywhere the spores touch. Dude, let's just go for some mold. Been years since you come up with them. Oh yeah, because I mean, like, what's cool about being like a practice artist, right? That you can get better and better, and you can see like the improvements, especially if you keep all your drawings. That's what I think about is so cool about artists. I have not any developed artistic talent, so it's really cool seeing like improvements like that. Ooh, hello. Hello. Do I have any of you? Have you? I don't think I have you. Ah! Well, pro wrestling. Yeah, this thing was trying to take me down. Take me down. Oh, and also Scythe. This place has a lot of creatures. Let's go! Yeah! With a lot of your feedback. Oh, that's cool. Well, you're doing great, Mirage. Oh, the Growlithe's like, parent? Nah, RP Hondur. An ancient picture scroll shows the people were captivated by its movement and it ran through the prairies. That is why, oh, it says legendary. Legend. It's perfect for this Pokemon. Legend. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Yep. Probably be able to take out Team Star here. And then be good. Let's get the shaves and then we're gonna go bully. What is even in the Pokemon? Hey, calm down. I gotta see what the type. I think it was fighting. Like, honestly, I could just end up doing ghost types. They wouldn't stand no chance against my power. Let's change position and put you up here. Change positions, put you up here. And change positions and put you up here. And that'll be kind of the squad to roll up through. Hey, when you got the inspiration, right, Raj? I can't believe sometimes I swear like the Pokemon community in games just wants to like hurt our feelings. It's like, no, I don't think you will catch that Pokemon. I think you'll die. Blaze, I'm glad you didn't choke on your bathwater. To the bad things. The bad zones. Why is he on this side? Like, why is he vibing over there? It doesn't seem to want to give us anything. It's very much fighting. I would like to buy, please. Give me some quick balls, please. Let's just go for 50. Goodbye, all my money. I'm good, thanks, goodbye. Hello. Oh, Venomoth. Yo. Heracross! I love Heracross. I think Heracross is one of the cooler Pokemon out there. Agree or disagree, you feel free to, but I think that because of the anime, I really ended up loving Heracross. Yeah, I really vibe with it. It's unfortunate that I never have included it in any of my teams ever. The Oranguru. People used to mistake Oranguru for a human when they saw it issue command after command to other Pokemon of the forest. We'll go for Old King. Nice. It has Psychic. I didn't know that. Cool. Boop. And then, oh no, is the haircut's not gonna show back up? Oh, the haircut is over there. Quickly, quickly. Haircut, I'm scared of getting too close. Oh god. Oh, I missed. Oh god, panic. What did it hit the scyther? No! A very fluffy Espeon. A fluffy Espeon. Do tell. It vanished instantly. Boop, doop, boop, 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 boop. I survived! I used Swords Dance. Wow. Posted a color sketch of her. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me throw an Ultra Ball. Oh, oh, oh. You're putting shampoo and you ran out of breath, so I breathed in the water and it goes in your lungs. Not in your lungs! That's cool. That's very fluffy. It looks so sassy. Like, you dare come here? Fumpy wants to learn Overheat. Well, well, well. Stronger. With all its might, the recoil of this attack harshly lowers. Oh, then I'll probably not. She's engaged. Ah. You know, it's cool that you were able to do the thoughts of not keeping it in your lungs. That's the kind of my thought process place. Sigh. So in the boxes, we're gonna trade it out. I don't think I have a metal coat, because if I did, I would actually trade it with that and then give it to somebody. But I don't think I have one. And it would be in here. Metal coat, metal coat. It's the kind of skills where you're like, huh, who needs oxygen? Okay, don't have it. So let's just trade. I'm wide, I didn't even realize. Hey, I'm wide. Nice to meet you. Hope you're doing good out there in the wide universe. And we're all nice. Let's go, Sigh! I will save and trade. And the necklace is based on a silver capsule of the crystals your brother gave you. That sounds awesome. Nice little bring it all together. It's already been completed and I'm still wide. Who would have guessed? Being wide, still here. Being wide. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think we're gonna get? Something cool? I don't know what we're going to get. Whoever gets a Scyther, I hope you like it. I got a squirrel. Love it. You meant a dramatic zoom in? Oops. That is an oops. I got my... Are they sad about the chipmunk? Is that why I said F-monk? Why do you hate the chipmunk? Why you disrespect? Disrespect the monk. The chippiness. Now, my lovely Heracross. A silver eagle head charm. What's a head charm? I caught it. I'm gonna name it Ash. Let's go! It loves sweet nectar. To keep all the nectar to itself, it hurls rivals away with its prized horn. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There you go. You befriended a lot of wild birds of prey as a kid. Oh, that's cool. Yes, I totally understand, Blaze. It was nice seeing you. I'm glad you also didn't choke on the water. And I wish you a good night. Get those great dreams, okay? Let's finish off this last starbase here.
Oh, pretty skilled. Not many trainers can shrug off my Pokemon's attacks like that.
Same to you, Erie, was it? Your Pokemon have clearly spent a lot of time honing their moves. But I'm surprised to find the boss herself out here defending the gates. Don't you trust your grunts enough to put them on guard duty?
I'm glad you're having a good time, Tyler. I'm glad y'all here.
Watch your mouth. I'm here because I don't want to risk anyone else getting hurt, that's all.
I wonder what's the design on her face. It's kind of hard to tell.
What a benevolent boss. Now, if you want to get on with the battle, I'm ready for on my side.
Let's just take a closer look. That's so cool, Mirage.
Who are you?
Dumpy, there you are. I started talking to this girl since she looked like she was with Team Star. Then she and her Pokemon came at me without warning. We're just battling it out.
Hey, I knew you would be out here. Carmen? Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I'm fine, honestly. Now get away from here. It's not safe. I'll take over guarding the base, Riri. You should get back inside. No, I won't back down. I can't. Oh, Riri, you need to stop this. Nah, not until the big boss comes back. 'Cause I have to protect all of you and the Cap Squad. And everyone else in Team Star too.
You're the only one left.
That's why you should get back into this base. Rest up, even for just a little bit. As the boss of the squad, I just can't. Riri, please, I'm your friend. Listen to what I'm saying. Fine, I'll go. I'm sorry, Carmen. Hey, there's no way to sign off. Let me hear a hasta la vista from you. Nice and loud.
Hasta la vista! You didn't even do the cool symbol. That's so cool. I didn't even think you could bond with Birds of Prey. That's so cool.
I'm your opponent now, you two. Come on, I'll take you down both.
Hey, Dumpy. My Pokemon and I are actually running on empty after the last battle. Sorry to spring this on you, but do you think you could handle this grunt alone?
Yep. You didn't feed them either. That's cool. That's really cool.
Thanks, I'll be cheering on you from the sidelines.
I'll protect Riri with everything I have. You ready to battle?
I'm so ready.
Then here I come.
Goodbye. Now you're gonna die.
Do.
I wonder what that's like, kind of like the secret behind it all. Because I have be very curious how that just like, there's just like, oh, you know, let's just vibe. Let's chill. Get some affection. And this Krogan will be no longer alive in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, roughly good timing. Let me hear more of the cool music. Primeape. Well, I guess since I'm a ghost, I kind of need to. Well, actually, I don't technically need to. Let's send in Tink Squad there. Nige, get him out. That's so crazy. Were you ever able to name them and did they recognize the names? Hello, Primeape. Are you ready? You didn't go into ghost form. So good job. I'm very proud of you. Less proud of you now. Less proud. Instantly murdered. Bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum. How does it feel to be less alive? I don't know why the PNG of that couldn't have looked a little better. The female's name is Athena and the male name is Apollo. That's a cool name. I like that. The twins.
Even if I did the buy a bit of time, that was fine. My job here's done, so I'll head back inside. Hasta la vista!
I swear they used to be able to make the symbol. Now they're just not making the symbol at me. Row-to-toe-to-toe-to-toe.
I take it that you have defeated the guard out front. That base is run by the Team Stars fighting crew, the Cap Squad. Their boss, Evie, is a skilled wrestler and coaches the whole team star in battling. One of the bosses shall likely be the most alert to hostilities after our declaration of war. She might try to stop this raid in its tracks by challenging you to a battle before anyone else.
Well, you're spot on. We already met.
I knew it. Tell me what happened.
Well, you see, I'm not gonna move my lips.
She retreated. We're talking about the same Erie, right? Well, it seems that there's nothing to do for now, but attack the base head on. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready, kick this phase off the operation, then wipe off Cap Squad off the map.
I can swear I do it. Sub, I caught you a second ago. Anything? You shouldn't show your butt to the enemy, because then they just get interested in the butt. Pokey catch, by the way, if you'd like to catch a Vigoroth. I don't own a Pokeball. Well, fight me. Pokey shot, Pokeball 30. Now, catch it. There's an Osprey who migrated for the winter. She was the first to take interest in you. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I must have some sort of scent that's making them go like, I'm gonna kill you. How dare you wear Axe body spray in these woods? How dare you smell like a generic teenager? I don't know. I have no answer. R.I.P. Vigoroth. Oh no, Brambling Man got paralyzed. Literally inconvenient. Now I'm gonna have to catch you with a Great Ball. That's so cool. Have you ever tried to befriend ravens or crows? Those are apparently really cool because they'll bring you like actual like trinkets sometimes. Oh, Brambling Man almost did it. So close, so proud. Let's name this one. Val. Sure. You have befriended lots of crows. Nice. Have you ever gotten anything from them? Alright. I gotta first use a lovely Paralyze Heal. There we go. You got baby the psychic gym leader. Well, hopefully this is the time you can clean the floor, essentially. And then I'll do another little tradesy. Somebody can have a nice little prize. I don't know. I just like, I know a lot of people just give trench, like you saw that squirrel. But you know, I personally don't mind. If I got this Pokemon and I'm like, you know what? Here, somebody out there, enjoy a nice surprise trade. I like to put in some cool things out there. Ooh, that's really cool, Mirage. I love how fast these trades go. Although, you know, if it'd be nice if they take a little second so I could just walk around, get the battle done. Alright, enjoy this cool Pokemon. I've used this Pokemon a lot of the time because it's really cool. It looks really cool, shiny. I got a bird. One of the hawks left a big feather right at your mailbox once. Ooh, that's really cool. I don't, but thank you. Alright, let's go. Right? Yes, let's go. I won't voice this next part because it's like the same thing. They're like, yeah, 10 minutes to kill 30 of us from here. Biz, biz, buzz, buzz, biz, buzz, biz, buzz. Biz buzz, biz buzz. Yup. Yup. Well, they actually say that the last bastion of Team Star. I mean, that's technically true. Goodbye. Ooh, if you have them, there's a perfect place for him on the wild side. You're drawing a fighting steel Marowak. That's such a cool combo. Let me send out this guy over there. There you go, perfect. Bump-a-dump-a-dump. Yes, I enjoy the sleeps. Thanks for hanging out, Scanute. I appreciate all the conversation. Get those sweet dreams. Uh oh. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Scanute and Necrocino. Same person, same cool name. Good night, though. Bonk. Hugs. I don't have a hat on, so I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. How's Brambling Man getting hurt? Who's hurting you? Who's hurting you? Thanks, that's very nice of you to say. Hugs. Oh, don't bow. Burr, burr. Keep going. Fight. Win. Kill. Brambling Man's having a day. I wonder if one of these, and I'm not thinking of it, is just a little bit stronger. I'm not really sure. Oh, I maybe is the Medicham? Oh, hello. Oh, you probably have ice in your blood. Yes. Oh, Brambling Man, no! It was the flamingo all along! Damn you, flamingo. Apparently, something's struggling here. There you go. You must face the second gym in the grass because you were planning on demolishing him with your Growlithe, but it's raining again. I suppose it would be a little weaker, but you should probably be still okay. Hey, we did it. As long as you got a nice level up, you should be okay. I think. Alright, let's fight this boss. Hiya! A luchador. Fighting person. Wrestling!
Okay, I'm ready. Doesn't matter who you are, I'll bury anyone who tries to take down Team Star. This time, I won't run away. Rah!
Also, I hope you enjoy having a not working vehicle. Yuri's pretty cool. I like her design. Hi, Crogunk. Brambling Man's gonna be a little spook to you.
This base is precious to us. I won't let this raid go of yours go any further.
It is actually a pretty cool location. You else gonna have today? Oh, you got bronchitis? Oh, that sucks.
I'll give as good as I give that. That's a promise. We'll see who's left standing in the end.
That hurt me. How dare you, Poison? Sucker punch. I don't know, probably wouldn't have actually hit me that time. It's almost gone. That's real good news, though. Bye, Toxicook. I could honestly finish it all off. Oh, Lucario. Such a cool Pokemon.
I like you, Lucario. I'm sorry I have to kill you.
I mean, make you knocked out forever in 5 minutes. It was really interesting timing, wasn't it, Tyler? Did you see how, like, aggressively, like, just teleported right to Lucario? True fight it is. Thanks for the healing. I don't think will you still play rough? I love the just teleportation. And since it's such a far battle, it just really looks like it's just like rushing right for Lucario. And I think there's one more, right? Oh, the ape, hello. Sure. Let's, you know, I know it's technically Ghost v Ghost, but I'm pretty confident my Ghost can beat their Ghost a little faster. It's such a fun thing to hear. Well, I would have seen it now. Shadow Ball. Hell yeah! That's how wrestling sounds. Rage Fist. It got to go first. That's not good for me. Oh, my kidneys. Shadow Ball should beat you, though. Oh, you survived. Well, I'm actually a little bit impressed. So, I'm gonna try again. Oh, but I missed via my shout. Thanks, bro. Good job, Fumpy. Let's go. Wonder if it's an actual chance that there's it moves with your shout, or if it's just a fancy way to say that they missed. Oh, passion, ma'am. You know what? Let's swap you in. I feel like they added Tinkaton in this game, by the way, because Malwell is in this game. By all means, if you like Malwell, should have been. I'm surprised. I'm sure they're gonna be in like a DLC. There's the rumors of what the DLC is supposed to be anyway. So it makes a lot of sense that wherever it's gonna appear, it's gonna be probably in the DLC. I think. I would like to think so. I don't imagine it being any other way. Because what they did with Sword and Shield, I never played those DLCs. I don't know if anybody else here is, and what you thought about them. Revlavroom. I'm definitely gonna have to switch. I refuse to lose, so please lend me your strength. I'm riding on you, so you have no choice. Well. I honestly should probably flip turn out of here. Yeah, there's some DLC rumors. From what I've heard, there's a possibility that's connecting to one of the other regions. Because there's apparently some hints that Megas could be coming back. I haven't personally confirmed any of it, but there's that chance. I should have sent in my evolved poop so much earlier. Of course, naturally. Naturally. I didn't mean to get the paralyzation. Spin out! Howdy. And then there was a very nice extra century. Wow, Emmy. My doggo. That would be really cool. I really like the Megas. I think they're some of the cooler stuff. Way cooler than Terraform. I'm almost done. I just knocked out the Team Star. I'm so sorry, everyone. She crying. Saved Clippy the paperclip from the treasure hoarders. Oh. Wow. A very precious thing, though. I'm so sorry. I think I went a little too far. Don't worry about it. We're the ones who asked you to put us through some tough battle practice so we could train up. Yeah, but... Truly, you need not apologize, my lady. Thanks to your thy sage instruction, I am making swift strides towards mastering the art of battle. Oh, we could never have evolved my Pokemon without you, Eerie. Even the big boss said it's thanks to you that we have a fighting chance against our bullies. See, it's nothing but gratitude. To us, you're the brightest star in the whole team.
Thanks. Come on. Don't quit being silly. Just one thing. Oh, sorry. We've been training for 4 whole hours now. I am totally pooped. I'm sorry. You really should have all take a break. I'll go for a run while you rest up. She's hardcore. My lady, we have each trained in our turn, but you, our steadfast mentor, have not rested once. I cannot help but worry for thy health. Thank you for your concerns, Atticus. But lately, I feel like I can take anything, even if I'm really tired or feel like crying. Remember that one time we all got together and riffed on the gym badge designs to create our own star badges? Well, I don't know what it is, but just looking at my star badge makes me feel so strong. Like I want to give it my all. And then bad things happen. Also, Poliwhirl. Ooh. Imagine the DLC that you can travel to Kalos, because that isn't where the... Yeah, that's what the DLC rumors are. That you can go to Kalos. I gave it my all, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. You showed amazing strength. Even if the code didn't require me to give this to you, I'd want you to have this. Dang it, Poliwhirl. No one caught it. It's like they sort of painted it and then was like, here, I'm gonna put a fist on it. That's fighting. I'd like you to like to see you try out my trademark move too. Here, this one's for you. Oh, close combat. You did use that against me once. Are you gonna close combat my face? Don't do it, please. Or, I mean, you could literally like put your knees right up and just like absolutely destroy my face. Oh, okay. I was like, what? I know you're part of Operation Starfall, but I could tell from our battle that you're not a bad person. The way your Pokemon look at you with such trust gives it away. Do me a favor and look away for a moment. It's a bit much for me to take. I just really... Ah! Alright. I know. I'm surprised, Tyler.
Looks like this is over.
Oh, Eerie.
This is the Team Star member you battled at the gates earlier. I asked her to come along for a walk.
So, what is it you want to ask me?
You seem to be much friendlier terms with Eerie compared to the other grunts. Why is that?
Oh, you spotted that. Well, alright, I don't mind telling you. Truth is, I used to hate Riri. She's an amazing trainer and an athlete, and she's really pretty too. It took her no time to become popular at the academy. I was the queen of the class before she came along, but then everyone liked her more than me.
So let me guess, you started to pick on her?
Pretty much. I got her classmates to join in too. We are all so stupid. But in the end, kids are always fickle, and once our thrills wear off, they would look for something new. Before long, class chose me as their next target, started bullying me instead. Guess I deserved it, but then Riri,
Shame.
Watch out for Virgil.
she chose to help me even though I've been so terrible to her. She told me she'd understand how hard it is to have no one on your side. She then invited me into Team Star.
Even after you bullied her like that, what a kind girl.
She really is, and joining that team has worked out great for us. It's been so fun.
Fun. There are rumors that Team Star likewise engages in bullying.
After hearing my story, do you really think that's true?
No, I merely...
Larry and the Team Star made me who I am today. Please, don't take away our greatest treasure.
Friendship? Maybe? Darkness. Got dark. It's dark in here. Is that it? I mean, I'm probably gonna get a Cassiopeia. Yo, road to toe. I knew it.
Dumpy, it's me. Did you do it? Did you claim Eerie's star badge?
Almost claimed something else.
Without it, Spast, Cap Squad should be a hair's breadth from disbanding. So eerie was the last. All 5 squad bosses have been toppled from their pedestals. I can imagine that they'll leave Team Star before long now. That they'll lost their special positions. After that, they should be back to attending classes at the academy.
Nice work out there, Dumpy.
Is that Clive I hear?
Cassiopeia, well done to you too.
Thanks. Now about your reward, Dumpy. I'll transfer some LP to your phone, as promised.
Hell yeah.
I got more TM stuff.
And that reminds me, I'll be doing the whole supply unit rep thing this time, right?
Indeed, you can go ahead and give Dumpy his bonus reward now.
Is it cause... how's it going? Hello, how you doing? Hope you're doing good tonight. Apparently my lights went crazy. Ooh.
At long last, Operation Starfall has entered its final stage.
I bet you it's Penny now.
There's only one thing left on the agenda. You must defeat the big boss and have the Team Star disband for good.
How though?
Don't worry, there's no need to search them out. The true identity of the big boss is none other than me.
I knew it!
I am sorry. I didn't mean to keep it away from you for so long, but the right moment never came. I'm the one who formed Team Star back then. Members of the team were my closest friends.
It's like, oh my gosh, how could I have ever guessed? Just grinding an Elden Ring and drawing afterwards. I heard from your Twitter, that you were having a good time, but it's pretty hard. Are you actually enjoying it? Because I've been wanting to play it too.
Members of team were my closest friends, and I treasured them more than anything. If they go on like this, Team Star won't do any good for anyone. They've got to give it up, so I'm using the code we made together to force them to disband. Dumpy, I'll be waiting for you in the schoolyard after dark. You should come as well, Clive.
Understood.
Then I'll see you both there.
After dark. I've heard it's like an addicting thing. Like, it makes me want to do it though.
So, Cassiopeia was the big boss of Team Star this whole time. I scarcely thought it possible.
Man, so many people. They just don't respect our intelligence.
But with this revelation, I may just have an inkling of their true identity. It seems we'll find our answers after dark in the Academy schoolyard. Let's prepare as best we can before heading over.
There's so many stuff we're gonna wrap up. Magic is so fun. Oh, so you have a magic build? Battle Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia. Yeah. I think how I would play it, and I like the way you're doing it. I'm just casually thinking of how I'll do it. Is probably be still physical. As cool as magic is, I think I would just want to kind of like get that proper timing, like dodging and stuff. A spell sword. That sounds so cool. Also, Flanix, nice. Oh yeah, caught it, and I want to name it Eldon as the last random little trade here. Eldon. Boop. Send to the boxes, and then we're gonna go wonder trade this thing. I think it's a cool Pokemon to trade off. Brassus and his grass types. Nice. You're making fine work of it, and I believe in you. Glad it's probably not raining anywhere. Alright, let's do a quick pokey thing. How many bosses have you done, by the way? That's cool. I'm the Luke Goblin. Honestly, that's my struggle with any of those type of games. I'm just like, I need everything. That thing on the ground, it's mine. And it's just trash, and you're like, it's my trash. Give me my trash. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Surprise trade. You're still doing well, Tyler. It's kind of, I mean, like all the gym leaders are all across the map. Ooh, is a Japanese trader. I don't know what I'll get. That just went through the wall. Okay, I'll take it. It's not actually Japanese, I don't think. Dash a bummer. Is it not? I'm curious. Yeah, it's English. This person just retraded it back to me. I'm gonna retrade it and retrade it. If it wasn't, I would have been like, okay, but I'll trade back the trade. 6 or 7 bosses, that's really good. You haven't been playing all that much either, right? So that's extra good. Bam, 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 bam. I like Slizar. I do have already one in my inventory. I just was like, well, normally I keep them, but I was like, I was disappointed enough that it wasn't actually from Japan. And I was like, I want to say goodbye to it then. Goodbye, Slizar. To SY. Oh, have you never played a Souls game? I've only ever played one other Souls game. Oh, Spragatito. I think I had one, but still useful. Nice. Probably somebody who had like a bunch of breeding bait. I'm guessing level 5. We can check that, but I'm pretty sure that's probably what it's gonna be. Oh, this is level 1. I think that must be the egg then. Yeah. Woof. Wow, 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 wow. The community is so nice. Are they actually like being helpful and teaching you and stuff? That's cool. I love that. Let's give a nice little shavish. Well, it is the time of the end. This is being recorded and is going to be sent over to YouTube. So if you want to say hello to YouTube, feel free to. In the archives of the Grimm Progress channel. But otherwise, thank you all so much for spending your precious time with me. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for watching Long Long Man with me. Absolutely love talking to all y'all. It's been so fun. If you're only interested in Pokemon, which I 100% understand, we have been playing them on Sundays and Mondays. We're getting close to finishing up this game, so unfortunately that's probably not how it's always going to be. But if you do like Pokemon, we also do like Pokemon. So you can see it more on the channel at 7:15 p.m. Central Time, Friday to Monday. Currently Fridays have been Fallout. Saturdays are multiplayer days of some sort of variety, and then Sundays and Mondays have been Pokemon. So, otherwise, have a great night. Come by for sure. Again, I loved all ya. I'm glad that you're all having fun, and that's good news. That's cool. I love it. That's cool. If you haven't seen Long Long Man, it's an old Japanese commercial. You should go click that. Click that to say goodnight. But otherwise, bye. Nice to meet you. All who I've met today, and always wonderful to talk to you. All who I've seen before. Stay neato and Johnny. Bye. Wave aggressively. Ah!